You by JList.com. JList.com is a great place to find Nendoroids. They're taking pre-orders right now on all new Hunter x Hunter Nendoroids, which will get Mandy very excited. They have Kurapika, they have Killua, they have Gon, and they have Crollo Lucifer, the leader of the Phantom Troop. The pre-orders don't come out until next year, but you can be one of the person to have the very cool and new Nendoroids from the Hunter x Hunter Shonen TV show over at JList.com. And now it's time to start the podcast.
You're listening to the Anime Addicts Anonymous Podcast. Take your anime addiction to the next level at aapodcast.com/join. And now, here are your anime addicts.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the 489th episode of the Anime Addicts Anonymous Podcast.
You did it! You did it! Yeah, and now you can make fun of me.
I do it every time.
Anime Addicts, right?
Yes, and Anime Addicts Anonymous Podcast. I am the pernicious and dilatory Mason, and with me is a whole cavalcade of interesting folks. We have the mellifluous and cordial Mandy. How's it going?
What are my names again?
Mellifluous and incorrigible.
Wow.
What do those words mean? Are those insults?
Yes.
Yes, they are, actually.
Man, that's rude.
Okay,
Hi.
well, that's Mandy. She's doing great. Also with us is the pestilential and injurious Mitsugi.
Are you looking these words up in a dictionary?
He's making them up. He looked up.
I know him.
I am injurious.
High-class-insults.com.
Injurious, adjective, to cause injury. I'm just guessing. Hey guys, I'm glad to be here. Happy Sunday on a wonderful, beautiful day in the almost fall across the United States and Canada. So, and I say Canada because we have the lovely.
Candy.
Do it. Do the intro.
We have the virulent and inimicable special guest Andrew. How's it going?
Oh shit.
Hello, animicable or amicable?
Inimical.
I don't even know what that means either.
Well, the reason why all these names are so insulting is because we're just pestilential people here to make your anime addiction worse.
That's right.
And that's what we do here.
I bet we don't let Mason lead again.
I try. So you can find us on the aapodcast.com/join, where you can make an account and listen to things where I don't host, such as the hentai episodes, the hobby addicts, and the after parties, which we have hundreds of for your listening pleasure.
That's right.
All of which you can get for less than $1 a month. You can also find us on Facebook, which is facebook.com/group/AAA podcast. We don't say the word addicts or anonymous in there for me to mess up. You can also find us on Discord, especially me, because I'm not on any such thing such as Twitch.
You're too cool for that.
Of course.
Wait. Twitch cannot handle Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all these things. They can't handle your spicy.
Not all. Can't handle all. How many characters is it? 140? Did it up it to 280? I don't know how Twitter works.
Yeah.
Okay.
They folded, you know.
Call me when you get to 1,000, and then I'll join.
Call me now.
But on the Discord, we have all sorts of clubs. We have the Health Club, which is back in action now that I'm not longer being that lazy. And we also have a couple new clubs, the JLPT Club, which I made for people who are trying to learn some Japanese. We got the Sports Ball Club for all that goodness.
Oh, jeez.
And
Sports Ball Club.
But the two that have been just a cornerstone of the Discord for a while is the Manga Club. How's that going, Mandy?
It's going all right. So last week we did I'm sorry, not last week. I'm right. Last week we did Claymore. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. This week is Claymore.
No, we're about to do Claymore this week in the future.
Last week was Yamada-kun. The last club meeting was Yamada-kun. This one is Claymore. That one is coming up this Wednesday, the 18th. So if you are listening to this live, you still have plenty of time to join us. You can go to our Discord and go down to the Manga Club chat to check out the times, chapters, the upcoming dates of what's coming up next. If you're listening to this on Thursday, and it's probably too late. And so our next one will be Chihaya Furu. And that will be just in time for the third season that's coming
season.
out.
Get
And,
hyped.
yeah, the Chihaya Furu manga club will be on October 2nd. So you should
Excellent.
definitely join that one because it's a lot of fun.
For sure.
We also did for Anime Club. Sorry.
It's so good. It's so good. And the Anime Club this past week just did a discussion on Black Lagoon. And if you've ever been like hesitant about joining because they watch a couple episodes, next week on September 25th, or not next week, in 2 weeks, September 25th,
What day?
they're going to be talking about Millennium Actress, one of probably my favorite Satoshi Kon movies.
Good stuff.
Very easy to get into. No excuses not to be there. Please get on board. It's a bunch of fun. And I think that does it for the basic housekeeping. So this episode today.
We do have a special guest today. Andrew.
Oh yeah.
Andrew, who is more than graciously going to be spending at least an hour with us on this Jeopardy game show that we're going to be playing today. And we've got to give Andrew an opportunity right here at the top to plug anything he wants. So shamelessly plug and a clap. Thank you very much.
Okay. I wasn't expecting this. I'm so nervous now. No, I'm kidding. Of course not. So I'm a part of sort of my own podcast. It's called the Recovery of an Anime Junkie podcast. Mandy was on it at one point.
Yeah, we talked about MMO Junkie.
Yeah, that was for the 1 year anniversary and amongst other things. And I'm a part of the Anime Radicals Network as well. So you can find all of those stuff at ROAAJcast on Twitter and Instagram, and at Anime Radical everywhere else. And if you think I'm bad at giving deets on where my stuff is, I'm also bad on it on my own show. So it's par for the course.
Gotcha.
Well, thank you.
Thank you,
giant
Andrew.
thank you to everyone who set up this game.
Oh, absolutely.
You guys put in a lot of work, and we're the ones who's going to be having the fun. But at least you get to laugh at us for getting stuff wrong.
Exactly.
All right, Mason, what are we doing on this episode?
Because this week is the return of the Anime Jeopardy game show, where we reveal how little we actually know
that's right.
about your fan-requested anime questions and answers and topics and all that good stuff.
These guys don't know shit. Proven.
Very true. But what we do know is that we're doing a review of the One Punch Man Season 2 anime, and that's
It's a thing.
Gonna be an interesting one. Yeah.
It's a thing. I don't know what else to say. It's an anime. It's animated. Oh.
Whoa, let's not go too far.
Want to make going to the movies?
I need to
even
just
more
buy the
rewarding?
soundboard software so it quits playing ads. Yeah, One Punch Man. It was a thing. It was animated sometimes, and overall, pretty fun time.
But we'll get to that. So, do you guys have anything else, or should we just jump right into the big news of the week?
No, except that every episode now I get really excited about those Hunter x Hunter Nendoroids, and I want Crollo. I want Crollo.
I am planning to buy a couple of them myself, and
I want Killua and Crollo.
I want Killua and Gon. So.
Yeah.
All right, and they're really cute. All right, and I guess we should kick it off.
大ニュースです。It's time for big news of the week.
Any of you guys big Ava fans?
Perhaps.
Someone on here is.
I would rather not disclose that information.
So, developer Mobcast has revealed that they've put out a lot more information about their smartphone Ava game that they're going to be having coming out. It's set in Tokyo 3. It's going to feature various Evangelion units in combat. So I'm watching. There's a link in the show notes, and if you look at the link, you can pull up the trailer of the gameplay, and it's basically a combat game where you're piloting an Ava, and you're fighting against other giant robots or whatnot from the Ava universe. And it's a fighting game, and it looks badass. Like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like one of the Power Ranger fighting games where you're like there was no Power Ranger fighting game on like PS1 where you're like fighting giant monsters and on like the cityscape, and it just looks really cool. It looks way better than I expected. It's gonna have footage from the rebuild of Evangelion movies in the game, which is pretty neat. And they're having a special controller that will allow you to play the game, and you can hook different action figures. I presume they're gonna sell Ava figures or whatnot that hook up that you can plug into the controller that will let you unlock additional features and characters to be used in the game. Kind of reminds me of like maybe Amiibos, sort of.
That's what I was about to say.
Digimon did something like that as well a while ago.
It looks like sneaky good.
It looks way better than a mobile game should be, but I wonder how much of this is just trailers or whatnot. Because I feel like my phone wouldn't be able to do it justice. You need like an iPad or something like
maybe
size.
But I mean, like
I'm watching the trailer right now. It looks really good for an iOS game.
The trailer looks like real footage, and I'm pretty damn impressed by it. You know, I mean, I think it could pass for like a PS3 game. So yeah, it looks pretty solid.
iOS games are getting so much better, guys. Because man, with like phones just exploding with like technology, you know, like increasingly getting so much better, the games are getting so much better.
There aren't any
shuddering that people will play this game and be like, "Oh, I love Ava," and have never seen the show. That'll make me very sad.
That will probably happen.
That will single tear.
But I don't see any like angels in the trailer. It may just be Avas versus Avas because I don't see any angels, which would be a little disappointing. I think would be cool to have the angels in it, but I don't see them.
Maybe they just didn't put them in the trailer. Hopefully,
I mean, it says more figures featuring additional characters will be released as the game is updated. So perhaps, I mean, you can't not have angels, but who knows?
That's just meant to be just a PvP game between pilots, maybe. I don't know.
Whatever it is, Eva will sell and it will make money because there will be some sort of transaction in this game.
Now, do we have any confirmation that this is coming to the US, or is this just Japan?
I don't know if it says in the article. It simply states that it's coming out in 2020. So
I guess I would just look at the developer Mobcast and see if their past works have been released stateside. But I'm not too sure.
Yeah, but it looks really cool. To the extent that it comes out in the States, I could see this being a game people would probably want to get. If you're not really sure, check it out. Go online and find the trailers for it. You know, we just had Tokyo Game Show. I don't know if it was like the Tokyo Game Show, but there's a lot of different stuff to be looking at right now online in terms of games. So
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, you know,
Yakuza's going turn-based. What the heck?
Yakuza looks insane.
Yeah.
Speaking of Final Fantasy,
I saw that shrimp summon. I was like, what the hell was that?
Not to get too sidetracked, but speaking of Final Fantasy, they made an announcement that Final Fantasy VII's remake will have a classic mode that will have combat more similar to the original Final Fantasy games.
Awesome.
However, if you watch the video of it, it's not the same because, unfortunately, you can still only control one character from what I've seen. So the other guy people just run amok, and then you basically control Cloud or whatever. So, but the game does kind of stop and let you select from a menu, which is what I wanted. But I think most fans will say, "Oh well, it's not really the same if you can only control one person." So, but looking forward to that also. Well, guys, this is going to be a shorter like front section of the podcast because this game show we're about to launch into is going to take a hot minute to play through, and by that it'll be at least an hour. Yeah.
I think before that hot minute, then we should have our own different kind of minute, which is the manga minute with Mandy. I think we should do that now
or after the break.
Let's do it after the break.
Okay.
Y'all are killing me. I made this overlay for a reason.
Mandy's like, that overlay, you must stick to it. All right.
Fair enough. Stick to the script, fellas. So then I guess we're jumping to trivia.
We do have trivia.
So the answer from the website's trivia was Paradise Kiss, and the winner for the week was Golden Jedi Link.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And the winner for the month is Black Kid Boo.
Yay!
Impressive.
That's right.
Impressive.
So I have emailed you, and you will win something glorious. I mean,
a car,
a hot air balloon, you know, something fantastic, you know, so you can...
A cruise vacation.
I think a hot air balloon is nice. You can always make like a big entrance with a hot air balloon, you know?
A polar bear.
A polar bear. That's right.
Yeah.
And, yeah. But thank you for playing the new... And then what is the new theme?
The new theme is going to be Anime Heroes in honor of One Punch Man. So...
That's right.
Go to the website to check that out and win something. Who wants to take care of this in-show's weekly trivia question? Mandy, hit us up.
I can do it. So yeah, the trivia question, which we will answer after the break, is who is the Japanese voice actor for Saitama? We'll answer it after the break, so don't go anywhere.
Hey all you anime addicts, let's go. It's time for your anime news. Leading us off, Sega announced at the Tokyo Game Show this past week that its Project Sakura Wars game is going to be getting an anime series in 2020. The anime story, if you don't know what the game is about, it's set in the year 1930, 2 years after the events of So Long, My Love, the Great Demon War. 10 years later, in 1940, the Imperial Japanese Navy Captain Suijiro Kamiyama is assigned as the captain of the new Imperial Combat Review's Flower Division in Tokyo, which consists of a swordswoman and who is a new recruit named Sakura Amamiya. Looks like a pretty interesting show with some beautiful character designs. Swordswoman dressed as a shrine maiden, which is just very beautiful. So if you're a fan of the game, you will be wanting to watch the anime in 2020, directed by Manabu Ono, who worked on Sword Art Online Alicization, and done by Studio Sans again. Next up, we have a couple of arrests in Tokyo that are anime-related. Police arrested a man, a 40-year-old man, recently, who they believe was responsible for multiple convenience store robberies. The robber was holding up convenience stores with a toy Walther P-38, which is the gun that Lupin III uses in the Lupin III series. So when the police arrived at the man's house to arrest him, he said they found that he was in possession of a Walther P-38 toy gun, but he denied committing the robberies and said that he just likes to carry the toy gun around because he loves Lupin. So we'll see about that. The robber fled the scene on a bicycle on September 8th at a Family Mart in Tokyo, stole $900 in cash. So interesting little story there. Some guy wants to be the real-life Lupin III, robbing convenience stores. Next up, a 50-year-old man was arrested in Ibaraki, my old stomping ground, by police for selling modified hug pillows featuring a Love Live anime character. So by, I guess, making them nude, so he turned them into nude characters. The charges stem from one sale that they found on May 2nd, but they believe that the man has sold other items over the past 3 years, totaling almost $30,000. So that's a pretty sweet side income right there. Lots of people trying to buy nude Love Live pillows. And lastly, some Final Fantasy news. The Final Fantasy remake is coming out soon, much to the horror or excitement of pretty much everybody, one or the other. And it looks like Square Enix revealed at the Tokyo Game Show that the remake is going to feature a classic mode that switches the combat from its real-time action RPG style to a menu-based combat style, which is reminiscent of the old Final Fantasy games. Now, I watched some video of this, and I will say that close but no cigar, as it looks like you can still only control one character on the screen, and they kind of move in slow motion as you make your decision as to like what the next action will be that you'll take. So by pausing the real-time action as it moves to make the next decision. It's not quite the same since you can't control all the characters. If you want to check it out online, there's a pretty lengthy, about a 45-minute gameplay video on YouTube from the Tokyo Game Show that shows the new combat style. This is Mitsuki, and this was your anime news break. Now, of course, it's time to get back to the podcast. Hey addicts, podcasting is hard. It takes a lot of work, dedication, time, and money to keep the show running the way we want for all of you wacky anime addicts out there.
But even more than all this, it helps to have support from you, the listeners, so we feel the love, but also so we can keep the lights on.
If you've been enjoying the podcast and want to support the show, you can head over to aaapodcast.com/join or Patreon to throw us a couple of dollars.
A little bit goes a long way, and we'll reward you with our extra content. 8 additional episodes of After Parties, Hobby Addicts, and of course, hentai episodes per month.
With all this money, we can buy me a pizza.
We can make sure Manny never runs out of manga.
I can finally buy that pompadour I've always wanted.
And I can dig the anime pit of hell just a little bit deeper. Help us stay in business, and we'll help your ear holes with tons of extra content to enjoy. Head over to aaapodcast.com/join now to support the podcast. And thank you.
この番組は JList.com の提供でお送りします。
And welcome back from that lovely news break section. Before the break, we asked the intro weekly trivia question, which was, who is the Japanese voice actor for Saitama? And Mitsugi, what's the answer to that?
Makoto Furukawa de gozaru.
Yeah.
Did you get that, listener? Did you get it right?
Probably not. That was pretty hard.
Yeah.
I got it.
And since he
Because
said,
that guy's in everything. So.
and since Saitama says about 12 words in the entire episode, in the entire series of One Punch Man season 2, yeah.
Spoiler. I'm just kidding.
Sorry, spoiler. He doesn't really talk. He also has no hair. Well, you knew that already.
Anyway, as I said 10 minutes ago, let's get into this manga minute because I'm excited for this one.
And now, let's take a minute for the Manga Minute with Mandy.
This is Mandy's Manga Minute, where I take a minute to tell you about a manga and help you find something new to read. And this one is called Witch Hat Atelier.
Oh, shit.
Witch Hat Atelier. In a world where everyone takes wonders like magic spells and dragons for granted, Coco is a girl with a simple dream. She just wants to be a witch. But everybody knows magicians are born, not made, and Coco was not born with the gift of magic. Resigned to her unmagical life, Coco is about to give up on her dream to become a witch, until the day she meets Quiffrey, a mysterious traveling magician. After secretly seeing Quiffrey perform magic in a way she's never seen before, Coco soon learns that everybody knows, what everybody knows might not be the truth, and discovers that her magical dream may not be as far away as it once seemed. So Witch Hat Atelier is a fantasy series written and illustrated by Kamome Shirahama, and it is still publishing with 3 volumes currently available in English. I have read all 3 of these volumes that are currently available, and honestly, I love the series a lot. It does follow a very common formula with a seemingly talentless main character that actually turns out to be a prodigy. But the world of magic in this manga is very unique and something that I haven't seen done before. What Coco discovers pretty early on in the first volume is that magic is done through pen and ink. So there's like a metaphor there where suggesting that all art is magic. And so the apprentices spend their days trying to draw spells, and even the slightest mistake can have devastating consequences. The art in the world are so very charming. And while the overall plot surrounding Coco isn't exactly original, I'm still just captivated by this manga and eager to see what comes up next. And there's also a little bit of hint here and there that the world of magic may be a little bit darker than what her teacher may a little bit darker and that her teacher hasn't addressed it yet. But if you love fantasy series and find the idea of art becoming magic, then definitely try this one out. Like it has some really gorgeous artwork as well.
I was about to say the art really does seem magical and capture that fantasy aesthetic and looks great, which is why I was excited for you to talk about.
Yeah, I'm loving this series so far.
Excellent. And how many volumes are in English?
3.
You said 3?
3 English. This one just came out last week, so
get it while it's hot.
Hot,
yeah, definitely. I'm wondering how this would look in anime.
I was about to say, do you think it'll get adapted?
I'm sure it will eventually. I don't know if I would like it in anime form though, because this art is just so gorgeous, and it works really well with the idea of like art becoming magic. Like when they draw spells, it looks really cool.
Heck
So I don't know, it'd be interesting.
All right.
Very exciting. Well, before we turn the show over to the real host here,
Oh, boy.
which is Andrew.
Host with the most.
Of course.
I want to echo the thoughts, the comments of the chat, which is universal acclaim for the bow tie that this man is wearing.
Hell yeah.
For those who are
Fantastic.
not blessed with vision right now, he is wearing a truly stupendous,
It is-
magnificent blue with white polka dot tie that
It is
that
massive.
goes from shoulder to shoulder. Just truly a thing of majesty.
Y'all, Andrew's looking good today.
Yes. So
He looks
so with
dapper.
that-
Only today.
He looks
with
dapper
that-
as
Not
shit.
just today. No. Andrew
that-
always looks good.
With that image in mind, Andrew, please.
I have
take
some
it
music.
away.
I got some music here.
Oh.
All right. Let's hear your announcer voice.
All right. Hello, and welcome to the Anime Quiz Game Show. I'm your host, Andrew. And today I'm joined by some fine contestants. In the first seat, we have the Pope with the most. We have Mitsugi.
Don't even bring those anime girls up in here. I will straight up kick their asses into the anime pit of hell. I got the Pope hat on. We mean business. We're taking no prisoners today, and we're definitely not going to keep any Moe girls as prisoners. They're just going straight to hell. So, thank you very much, Andrew. You're doing a wonderful job.
Awesome. We have the Manga Mama and the host of Manga Minute with Mandy and leader of the Manga Club, Mandy.
Hi, guys. Hi, I can't wait to play. What do I win today? Am I going to win $1 million?
I mean, of love?
Oh,
$1 million
shit.
of love. That's what I've
Yeah,
always
that-
wanted.
Me too.
And with the spiciest of hot takes
Mm.
and other words I don't know what to describe him by, we have Mason.
That's me. I realize I don't have a fancy hat, so I'm putting on my Shonen Jump hat of shame for this one.
He's got a manga on his head, and so does Mandy.
There we go. I feel appropriately dressed now for this endeavor.
All right. So you guys ready to find out how this game is going to work?
Oh, I'm so ready.
All right, so there are 2 boards with 5 categories each. So on the first, a bunch of different point systems. Actually, no, there's 1 point system, but with a bunch of different points. You can pick whatever. I will read the question. The question is multiple choice. You all will tell me what choice you're picking, and then I will reveal the answer to, and add up the points for whoever gets it right. Yeah, that sounds about right. And you can see the board and everything.
I put it up. We're gonna go back and forth between the game board and our faces periodically, so that you can keep track of where we are in the game. So.
All right. So you guys ready to start this game?
Oh, I'm so.
Heck yes.
You know what? I've never been more ready. Thank you very much.
Quick question: when we give our answers, are we going like around, like say Mason will give like what his answer was, mine, then Mitz, and then reveal it? Is that what we're doing?
I have a whiteboard.
I mean-
I could hold the whiteboard up, but
I mean,
Oh,
it's
if
not
you
like
guys-
But there's
it's not
a-
a speed-based thing, correct? It's a we all answer and we can all
Yeah.
get a point.
I
at
think
one.
Exactly.
just honor
Okay.
system, just vocally, because holding up something on camera, it will take like 3 minutes to get everybody
Yeah.
to see it on Twitch, so because it's delayed. So
Well,
Okay.
they're delayed with the same amount of sound. I'll hold it up for fun's sake, and we can just all like 3, 2, 1 reveal.
Either
Andrew.
or. I'm
Either or.
calling it.
I'm nervous.
Andrew,
Oh,
will
you
you-
Everyone's
don't
gonna know
be.
how little I know about
yeah,
anime.
exactly. I know nothing. It's like
Unless this is all Hunter x Hunter, then I got
I'm
this
not.
shit.
I'm not nervous about losing to you guys. I'm nervous about losing to myself.
you don't want to let yourself down. I understand. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Guys, this is
We're
the
not a
second
challenge.
game.
Mason's
They
the
already
challenge
know
for
enough.
himself.
Exactly.
Andrew, will you go through the categories with us?
Yes, I will. So the 5 categories for the first board are Revenge of the Moe Pit of Hell.
Hell yes.
Totally rad 90s anime.
Yeah.
Anime IRL. JoJo's Bizarre category, and that time I got transported to an isekai. So, Mitsugi, I have you first on my list in order, so you get to pick the category and point value first.
Well, you know what? And I appreciate that. I simply have to go with the Anime Pit of Hell. The Revenge of the Moe Pit of Hell for 100.
Perfect.
Seems like the right move.
All right. What wooden carving does Fuko Ibuki from the anime Clannad hand out every day at school? Is it A, a cat, B, Dango, C, starfish, or D, dog?
Well,
answers, please.
She's so insufferably cute. I'm gonna have to go with.
I haven't seen Clannad.
Ooh,
I'm gonna guess.
But I don't know this one. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. The answer is C.
I
Starfish.
Guess C.
I guessed A for a cat because anime loves cats.
And the correct answer is C, a starfish.
Yay!
So that's points for Mason and Mitsugi. Sorry, Mandy.
I have not seen Clannad.
Better luck next time. Good start,
All
Mason. High five to you. Boom.
What direction are
you're
you?
above? You're above. You're below me. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we did it. Okay.
Okay. All right. I guess. How do you guys want to pick? Do you want to keep going, Mitsugi, because you still got the answer correct?
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. Makes it go a little bit faster.
I will do the Moe Pit of the Revenge of the Moe Pit of Hell for 200.
All right. In which anime does drinking the milk from a woman's breast grant the drinker supernatural power?
Oh my god.
I can't think of anything less Moe.
Wow.
I'm guessing.
I don't know.
Is it A, Manyu Hikensho, B, Freezing, C, Queen's Blade, or D, Seikon no Quasar?
I like that you guys threw some like very ecchi stuff in here other than the right answer, but the correct answer, Andrew, is D, Seikon no Quasar.
Everybody else?
I didn't even get to write down yet. I didn't know you were answering yet.
I picked D, Seikon no Quasar, because D for double Ds is the only change.
I'm with Mason. I'm going to pick D for double Ds.
I'm sorry, you're all incorrect. The answer is actually D. Although the series features women's breast prominently, only in Seikon no Quasar does women's breast milk contain the substance known as soma. I'm kidding. You guys got the answer right.
All right. I was like, wait, what?
I mean, you were all so confident. I had to throw in a little twist there early on.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would not have known that any of these were ecchi shows, so that's the
points
power
for everyone.
Yeah. Trust me, I know a Moe show that belongs in the pit of hell when I see it, for sure.
Wait, did you give me negative 100 points? Why'd you do that?
You didn't get the first answer correct.
Oh, you're taking away points?
Oh.
No, I didn't take. No, I'm adding. I'm only adding. You didn't get the first one right. Everybody else did.
Yeah.
And then I got negative 100.
How?
Mandy has
300 points in.
Mitsugi and Mason have.
Fixed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Mandy's looking at a different screen.
Yeah.
I was.
All right. Okay, Andrew. I'm gonna keep it rolling here.
Rolling.
Revenge of the Moe Pit of Hell for 300.
Perfect. What type of dere is when the antagonist falls in love with a protagonist?
Oh.
Is it A, a Maya dere, B, a dere,
Ooh.
C, bo dere, or D, hine dere?
Bodere?
Wow.
Oh, man, I don't know these.
I don't know them very well either. Okay.
I didn't make these questions. I just read them.
Everybody feeling ready with their answers?
Yep.
I don't know this one either.
The only one that I've even the only one that I even recognize is B, Dede. So I'm gonna go with B.
I chose D.
I said A.
I figured Mayadere was just a play on the word Mayday, and therefore couldn't be
maybe.
right, but maybe I'm wrong.
Mayday.
I said A.
Like
the correct answer is A.
Area? Oh,
Yeah,
what the heck?
look at me.
I
Oh,
thought
wow.
that was the obvious joke one.
My guess.
Wow, Mandy. Mandy
And
pulls
Mandy
it-
takes the lead.
She does, and control the board. Wow.
Oh
Yes.
man, why did
Mandy,
I went
you're
JoJo
okay.
for 100.
Maya
for
Dede.
JoJo. All right.
Oh shit.
Oh, JoJo for 100? Is that what it is?
Yep,
Yeah.
JoJo for 100. Yoshikage Kira of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable,
Oh, shit.
admits he had a boner when looking at what part of the Mona Lisa? Is it A, her eyes, B, her smile, C, her breasts, or D, her hands?
I'm done.
I've never been more confident in an answer in my entire life, in my existence as a human being. If you asked me my name on the street, I would be less confident than what I am with this answer right here.
All right, reveal your answers, folks.
We're going with D.
D.
Her hands.
Well, those hands.
I said B. I didn't know it.
All right, and the correct answer is D. Her hands.
Does she even have hands in the Mona Lisa painting?
She does. They're folded over in front of her.
So that's points for Mandy and Mason.
That's some bizarre shit right there.
Mandy, you retain control of the board.
It's almost like it's a bizarre adventure. I'm actually gonna go for the Isekai 100 because I don't want to push JoJo too much.
Isekai 100. In The Devil is a Part-Timer, our lead character, Mao, works at what fast food restaurant? Is it A,
I got
Boss,
this.
B, Benny's, C, Kentucky Fried Chicken, or D, McRonald's?
Oh my god.
I'm ready. D, it's upside down here.
I'm gonna say C, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
All right.
Why are the last 5 of my answers like all been D?
All D's.
That's the magic of anime. The correct answer is D, McRonald's.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So was I the only one that missed that?
Yes. So points for Mandy and Mason.
I'm falling way behind here.
It's okay.
These are 100-point questions. These mean nothing.
Don't worry. Double Jeopardy is coming.
I'm actually curious what the anime is. So I'm going to choose 100 for that.
Anime IRL?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you
I'm
said?
curious
Perfect.
what it is.
All right. In 2018, the dining cafe Iserlohn Fortress opened in Tokyo. For which classic anime is this a theme restaurant?
Oh, I know this one.
A, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, B, Trigun, C, Space Battleship Yamato 2199, or D, Mobile Suit Gundam. Should I even be reading the multiple choice answers anymore?
No, the second you said Iserlohn Fortress, I was like, let me look for some Legend of the Galactic Heroes. I'm going with A.
Yeah,
A.
Of course, that was an easy one.
Yeah, easy squeezy lemon peasy. The answer is A, Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Points for everybody.
Yay.
All right, Mandy, that still means you have control of the
Let's
board.
do 200 for anime IRL again.
All right. Which of the following is the motorbike Great Teacher Onizuka owns? Is it A, a Suzuki GSX R750? Is it B, Honda RC45? Is it C, Kawasaki 750 Roadstar? Or is it D, Yamaha XSR 900?
I just want to jump.
This one,
I want to jump in here and say that these are all incorrect.
Oh snap!
Oh yeah.
Because it's a Kawasaki KZ1000 that he rides. Because I almost bought one.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Never
dang.
mind.
But I'm just gonna assume.
I said D.
I guess C, but I went with C,
I said
not
D.
D.
Sorry.
Because I see that A was the GCX R750 and C was the Kawasaki 750. So ProStrat, when you're in a test and you don't know the answer, look for like similarities to try to trip you up. So I saw that 750. I knew it wasn't a Suzuki, so that's why I went with C.
I'm gonna go with C because it's the same brand, it's the same company.
And
I
Mandy
said D, so I'm wrong.
So D, okay. The answer is C.
All right.
So yes, points for Mitz and Mason.
It's okay. We needed to. Mandy was too far out in front. We needed to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
I stopped
Mason,
picking JoJo.
you have control of the board.
Oh my goodness. Are we allowed to go to the end? Like jump to the 500s?
You can pick whichever category and number of points value you want.
Oh heck yeah, we're going JoJo 500.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh shit, he's going right for the top.
All right.
Yeah.
Which of these Queen songs is not referenced by Yoshikage Kira from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Is it A, Killer Queen, B, Sheer Heart Attack, C, Another One Bites the Dust, or D, Bohemian Rhapsody? All right.
Another question from a JoJo season I didn't see all of.
All right, Mitz, I'll let you choose your answer first.
Well, so my rationale here is that Killer Queen and Sheer Heart Attack just scream like JoJo stan names. So I'm gonna say that those are not the right answer. Bohemian Rhapsody is way too common of a song to not be included. So I'm gonna say C, Another One Bites the Dust.
All right, the other answers?
That's where you're wrong, buddy.
Oh, I said B.
I'm going with the D.
Okay.
Killer
shit.
Queen, Sheer Heart Attack, and Another One Bites the Dust all are things that have to do with like death and killing people. So those are all actually attacks.
Well, only
by-
one.
Share Heart Attack was?
Nope.
Yeah.
So Mason was correct. The answer is
Oh.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Damn.
It is
My
the
bad.
only one that has not
No
appeared
worries.
as
It's-
a
Mason.
I knew Bites the Dust and Killer Queen, but I didn't
There's
know.
a lot of powers that this one stand has. So
Mason jumps out to a crushing lead, 1,300.
Yes.
Mason has 1,300. Mandy has 800, and I have womp 600.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
I'm gonna
guys.
catch up.
All right.
I want to
Mason.
continue with JoJo, but I want to mix it up. So let's go with Totally Red 90s anime for 300 because fuck the system.
Damn, someone's going for strats.
Pro strats. I'm just trying to pick out that double Jeopardy.
That's great. This is a great question.
They don't exist in this game. What is the name of the planet where the infamous Hot Springs episode of the anime Outlaw Star takes place? Is it A, Tenrei,
Remember.
B, Heifong 7, C, Sentinel 3, or D, Ctarl-Ctari?
This is way harder than
So I have no
I
idea.
don't know.
But once again, I'm using my strats where I see two of them with Roman numerals. So I'm gonna pick one of those.
doesn't make any sense.
Well, yeah, that's how it works. Let's see if it pays off. I'm guessing C, Sentinel 3, with absolutely no basis for anything.
I guess B.
All right.
So
and
this question being way harder than a 300-point question. Sentinel 3 is the planet that they start on, I believe. I think
Well,
the
do they
answer.
have hot springs there?
No, they didn't. They have prostitutes.
Oh.
I believe that the correct.
That is a hot spring if you know what I mean.
I honestly don't know. I know it's. I'm gonna guess B as well because that one jumped out at me, but I don't know it.
All right. So wait, who said B again, and who said C?
Mandy
B.
and Mitsuki said B.
All right. The correct answer is A, Tenrei.
Oh,
Well,
that's
there's
a
a
tough.
number in that, so my strategy isn't wrong. But yeah, that was I'm not ashamed though because I haven't seen that show.
That's a damn hard question because that's like a filler episode that wasn't even on TV. I don't think. Wow, that's tough. Sentinel 3 is the original planet, I believe, that they start on.
Were the other ones even planets in the show?
Probably.
Ctarl-Ctari, I think, is where Aisha comes from. So,
Yes,
but
that one I
yeah.
know for sure.
Yeah, I didn't know. Okay, that was a tough one. That was a good question.
Mason, you still have control of the board.
Oh, okay. Let's go with that time I got transported to an isekai for 400.
The main characters of Log Horizon were part of a famous raiding party before the start of the story. What was the name of that party?
Oh my god.
Was it A, the West Wind Brigade,
I'm ready.
West Wind Brigade, B, Crescent Moon Alliance, C, Debauchery Tea Party, or D, D.D.D?
I'm ready because I named my Guild Wars Raid this or Guild this.
I'm ready as well.
I have absolutely no idea, so I have no choice but to be ready.
I think this is a trick question, and I think I know the trick, but I don't know if I remembered which way the trick goes. So I'm gonna go
C.
with C, Debauchery Tea Party.
Going upside down.
And I guessed B because it sounded cool.
All right. The correct answer is C, the Debauchery Tea Party.
I named my Guild Wars Guild that because it was so funny.
And yes, these are all guild names,
Well,
technically.
isn't Crescent Moon like what they like the name of the guild during the actual show Log Horizon?
Crescent Moon is the guild that he doesn't join, but they kind of like have an alliance with his guild, the main
Okay.
character's guild. And West Wind Brigade is the one that's run by the Bishi boy. And
Yep,
D.D.D,
yep.
I can't remember. I think it's like the guild that the two little kids are in before they join this guild. So that is points for Mandy and Mason.
Oh my goodness.
let's try this
I'm
one out.
liking this.
Are all these JoJo questions about Kira?
I grabbed some random like game show drops. That one was fun.
Yeah, that was very fun, very spacey. I guess I'll go back to JoJo because
Oh, boy.
I want to run away with this thing. Let's go JoJo's Bizarre category for 200, please, my good friend.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh
I don't think I'll know
no!
this one.
Yes, your listeners might have some issues to work out. No, I'm kidding. How many dogs have died in the anime JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
We're only including the anime, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the anime.
Because I haven't read that
far
far in the manga.
Um,
I think.
2, 3, 5, or 7.
Jesus, 7? That's wild. I'm I can only recall 2, so I'm gonna say A.
I can only remember 2.
No. I'm changing that. It's okay. Can I change it?
I changed B for 3.
I think it's 3
I
as
can't
well.
remember.
I think it's
Okay,
3.
so B and Mason, you say 5?
I assumed it was C.
Oh well, then I assume I'm wrong then because I believe Mason knows far more about JoJo than I do.
It's definitely at least 5. And I'm
God.
too lazy.
The correct answer is D.
Oh,
7.
wow.
Really? How many?
Would you like me to list them for you? I have that here
I
in the
know
trivia
Danny.
section.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep. So Jonathan's dog Danny gets burned
Spoilers
alive
for
in
the
Phantom
next
Blood.
15 seconds of JoJo.
Yeah, sorry.
Wow.
A dog gets melted by a
Iggy.
stand on a cable car in Singapore in Stardust Crusaders.
Uh-huh.
2 dogs get impaled by an icicle from Pet
Oh, I
Shop
forgot
in
that dog.
Stardust Crusaders.
God damn
Iggy
it,
dies in
Stardust.
battle, Stardust Crusaders. There's, I think, 5 in Stardust Crusaders. No, 4.
Wow.
Ugh. A dog gets his face bitten off by Angelo. And Arnold the dog was killed together with her master Raimi.
Wow.
I
That's
forgot
the third
those.
one I was thinking of, but I wasn't sure if it counted
I
because
forgot the 2 done by Pet Shop.
Points for nobody.
Well,
So
if
I
it
guess-
makes anybody feel confident, in part 6, an uncountable number of dogs die. So
What?
And then I was
can't-
thinking, I was like, well, there were
can't count the
rats and
number
there were
of them.
cats and there's too much. Well, the turtle didn't die. but-
I think let's switch back to Mitz. Mitz, you pick the next one. Let's
All right.
Let's start.
I don't think that's the way the game works. I think you're still picking.
You still have
Yeah.
control technically, Mason, because
Okay,
nobody got
okay,
the answer correct.
fine. Let's go with totally rad 90s anime because I don't like the pressure of picking, and I'm bad at 90s anime.
For what?
Yeah.
How many
For
points?
100.
Okay. Which classic series makes its way to Netflix in June 2019? I forgot to edit that one. Which classic series made its way to Netflix in June 2019? Is it A, The Vision of Escaflowne, B, Code Geass, The Lelouch of the Rebellion,
I like
C,
C.
Conception, or D, Neon Genesis Evangelion?
I love that.
It's obviously Conception. No, I'm just kidding.
Obviously, it's Conception. D.
Totally.
That was-
I'm going with
I keep doing
D.
it upside down.
Yeah.
D.
Evangelion.
And for you, Mitz?
it's D.
All right. I mean, yay, everybody got the answer correct. It is
yeah, of
D. Points for everybody.
Oh yeah, finally one I could get right. All right, I'm on a hot streak.
All right. You still technically have control of the board, Mason.
Don't get too cocky now.
I know, for real.
Anime IRL for 400.
Oh my god. Okay.
400. All right. The term glomp, referring to a flying tackle hug that was popularized at conventions for a period of time in the late 2000s.
Ooh.
This
The
is a good
term
one.
originated from a
Holy
translated
shit.
sound effect from a popular manga. What was that manga? Was
Wow.
it A, Axis
Debating
Powers
between
Italia,
two.
B, Urusei Yatsura, C, Oran High School Host Club, or D, Ranma 1/2?
This is tough.
Yeah, this one
It's
is.
like
It's very tough.
I would think it's from Hitalia, but that's like newer. And
Yep.
Urusei Yatsura, I don't think it came from that. But okay. Writing my answer.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
C, Oran High School Host Club, for no apparent
I
reason.
said D for Ranma.
Yeah, I went with Ranma as well because I feel like it's definitely not in Oran.
It's been in for a while.
But I've only seen the anime of Oran. Like I haven't read the manga, so
I don't know if
I don't
Oran's
know.
old.
Show me
enough.
potato salad.
So I said Ranma.
The correct
Yeah,
answer is
exactly.
Ranma 1/2.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I just went ahead and
That
went
was-
for it.
yeah.
So Mandy and
mostly
Mason gets points.
I am
Mason, you still have-
getting
Lord,
murdered.
goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Revenge of the Moe Pit of Hell. Let's give Mitz what he wants.
I need some.
pick for him.
I need
4 or
some
5?
life.
For 500.
Oh my God.
sir.
Okay. Air, Canon, and Clannad are known today as classic KyoAni series. However, all 3 were previously adapted.
Oh my God.
Air and Clannad as movies, Kanan as a 13-episode. By which studio? Is it A, TMS Entertainment, B, Toei, C, Tezuka Productions, or D, Gainax?
What a
I
great
guess.
question.
Nothing in life came before KyoAni, so I do not know the answer to this
Nothing
one.
in life. Nothing. Ever.
I'm gonna guess B, Toei.
I said
because
A
it
for
seems like
TMS.
Their wheelhouse.
I think it's A as well.
I know it's not Tezuka for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely not Tezuka, definitely not Gainax.
Right. So it's A or B. I said A.
Toei only does shonen shit.
Yeah, but they make ugly looking stuff, which is what these were.
Wow.
Oh!
Wow.
Unfortunately, Mason is correct. It is Toei.
Whoa, wow.
So points for Mason.
Wait, I was right?
Yes.
You were right.
Yes, you were right.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Next, you still have control of the board, Mason.
Play it backfired.
Let's see. Let's go with that time I got transported to an isekai 200.
Okay. Which one of these isekai do not involve the main character getting trapped in a video game they were playing? Is it A, Show by Rock, B, Overlord, C, Dot Hack Roots, or D, Log Horizon?
Okay.
A game they were playing? Like, what do you mean? Do you mean like they were playing at the time? Okay, I think I know, but I could be wrong.
Like, whatever video game they were involved with, I'm guessing is what they got trapped in. Doesn't matter if it was like actively playing it or what have you.
I think that is the
I went with A because is that a video game? I've never seen
Show by Rock was. I think it was a rhythm game to get sent into.
Oh, a big oof because I knew it wasn't.
I said C for hack.
Well, I said A.
Oh, I thought C was a video game, but
Dot
maybe
Hack.
that came after.
It is.
The correct answer is C.
What?
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I figured they weren't playing it at the time, right?
Dot Hack Sign is the only one that
right.
gets stuck in.
The other thing
others
I
are
knew
only
for
playing.
sure was the only other options.
So points for Mandy.
Dang.
Mandy taking control of the board.
Yeah, currently I have a measly 700. Mandy has 1900, and Mason has a commanding lead with 2700.
Damn!
Ooh,
Wow.
Very nice.
But it's
Wow.
funny because Mason, well, I know you've seen more anime than I have. I don't know how much.
You're catching up, though. You're getting there.
I'm going to do JoJo for 300.
Haha.
Guido
Oh
Mista.
my goodness.
I think I said that correct. From part 5 of JoJo's Bizarre
No,
Adventure.
you actually said it wrong. It's Mista.
Mista.
Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to annoy everyone in the audience, but that's how you say it.
All good. Guido Mista from part 5 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has a superstition against the use of which number? Is it A, 13, B, 4, C, 9, or D, 666? Or 6?
Yes.
You guys should get
A
this.
fear of
even
the
if you
sign
know-
of the beast.
If you know nothing about anything except that it's a Japanese show, you should be able to get
I
this.
think it's B because 4 is a very superstitious number because it sounds like death. So I'm going to go with that.
B.
All right. So the correct answer is B, 4.
Wow.
Points for everybody.
Thank God.
Mandy, you still have control of the board.
Finally, I scored.
Anime IRL 300.
The village of Hinamizawa in Higurashi no Naku Koro ni,
Oh, come
or
on.
Higurashi When They Cry, is based off of which historical village in Japan? Is it A,
You gotta be shitting me.
Shirakawa-Go, B, Tsumago, C, Gokayama, or D, Takayama?
Damn, and I watched a video on this on YouTube and I can't remember the name of the village.
Wow.
But I'm just going to guess.
This is a 300-point question, huh? Damn.
It's like a level 4 question.
It's a hard...
It's worth only 300 points.
I'm guessing C for Gokayama.
I am going to
What do you
guess...
Mitz? I have no idea. I'm going to guess whatever you guys don't guess.
I have rationale here.
I'm cheating here.
The Watanagashi River Festival is very important in Higurashi, and Kawa has the word river in it, so I'm going to go with A, Shirakawa-Go. I have no idea, though.
I'm going to go with D, Takayama.
And I know I watched a video on this a long time ago, but I just cannot remember the name.
Absolutely no clue.
And with that, Mitz takes control of the board.
Oh my God!
The answer is A.
Nice. My
Shirakawa-Go sounds like a game.
Whew. Okay.
So Kawa is the Japanese word for like river. So I didn't know if like crying would somehow like relate to that. I don't know how deep it was gonna get.
Since
River
90s
Tears.
anime is probably my strongest decade for anime, I'm gonna pick totally rad 90s anime for 400.
Okay. In an attempt to market the show to a U.S. audience, Revolutionary Girl Utena was going to be released in a heavily edited dub that was never released.
Which number was this?
Totally Rad 90s Anime for 400.
Okay, sorry, I was blocked.
Oh, good. What was the name of this version of Utena?
Damn.
Yeah.
Shit.
Somebody was feeling. Think you guys are super knowledgeable. It's good. It's a good.
Somebody was feeling mean when they made these questions.
This is a good question, though. This is a good question.
It is.
So, because I'm learning stuff about it. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, just for the audience, I guess the choices are the Rose Bride, Seekers of Armageddon.
I like that one.
Ursula's Kiss, or D, Utena's Magic Ring.
So many of these. Go ahead, man.
Guessing A or D, so I'm gonna say A.
I think it's A or C, and maybe. I think A is like more typical of like what like the Disney name would be, but for some reason like the word Ursula like seems familiar, so I'm gonna go with C.
Yeah.
Ursula's Kiss.
I'm going A. I'm going A because it just these other titles suck. So and it makes sense for
yeah.
All right. The correct answer is C. Ursula's Kiss.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
And Mason retakes control of the board.
Mason is crushing us. Especially me. I am way behind. Okay.
Let's go JoJo's Bizarre for 400, the last one of this truly spectacular category.
All right. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is infamous for having localized names to avoid licensing it with famous musicians. Which musician or band was mentioned out loud at the end of Stardust Crusaders without a localized name in the subtitle? Is it A, Santana, B, Notorious B.I.G., C, Vanilla Ice, or D, Weird Al Yankovic?
Two of them I know for sure it can't be.
Yeah, I know. All
right, let me go first because I know the least about this, and then I want you guys to give anything away. So I'm gonna just randomly total guess. I have no clue at all. Vanilla Ice, C.
Unfortunately, I know it's not that one because Vanilla
I'm
Ice
not surprised.
and Notorious B.I.G. are in part 5.
I don't know. I don't know if you knew this, but I'm not real strong on JoJo.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I want to show that I still know what I'm talking about right before I take a guess to prove that I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna go with D.
I think it's C or D, but I'm gonna say D for Weird Al.
All right. The correct answer is D. Weird Al himself even posted the clip from the episode on his Instagram.
Nice.
Excellent. Because I think Santana is in part 2, but I could be wrong. And
B.I.G.
which is why I guess that. Yeah, B.I.G. and Vanilla Ice are in 5.
No, Vanilla Ice was Stardust.
Oh no, because that's
That's why I said it's either Vanilla Ice or Weird Al. So I guessed.
Gotcha.
All right, who has?
You still have control of the board.
Anime IRL for 500, the last of the
damn.
game.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
All right. Robin Williams provided a figure from his own collection to be used as a prop in the movie 1 Hour Photo. What anime was that figure from? Was it A, Neon Genesis Evangelion, B, Sailor Moon, C, Mobile Suit Gundam, or D, Dragon Ball?
I could be wrong about this. I'm gonna guess.
I think I know what it is because I've seen like the clip from this movie before. I've never seen the movie itself.
So
also, I've been writing my answers on these like yellow cards and then crumpling them up and throwing them out after each time. I realized I could have just been picking them up and showing the same one.
I thought that's what you were doing.
What a goddamn rube I've been.
What a goober.
So,
answers?
I said C.
I'm going with A, Evangelion.
I know one thing about it. Robin Williams is an anime fan, and he loves mecha. So I believe it's either A or C, and I'm just gonna go with C because Gundam is the most classic.
That's what I said.
The correct answer is A.
The
figure is
with
mass-produced
patrician
Eva.
taste.
Mason, go out. Go outside. I'm just kidding.
You still have control of the
Just
board,
kidding.
Mason.
Oh my goodness. Fine. Go outside. Let's go with that time I got transported to an isekai for 300, please.
Okay, Rimuru Tempest from that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Starts his life as a slime in a new world with the Predator ability. What is the name of the other ability that Rimuru starts? Is it A, Analyze, B, Great Sage, C, Wisdom, or D, Magic Perception?
Wow.
Also, by the way, listener, I still crumpled up my answer on that last one, even after just talking about it.
As long as you recycle at the end.
I'm gonna say
it's A or B.
I'm gonna say A, Analyze.
I said B for Great Sage.
Oh, I was gonna guess whichever one you guys did it. I'm gonna guess B for Great Sage.
The correct answer is B.
Oh my
Great
god.
Sage.
Oh my goodness.
This is not my day at all. I don't think I've guessed any of these right yet. Okay. I will have my day in the sun.
Was Analyze an ability that all of the people had, or like when did he pick that up?
I think
think
it was
Great
the
Sage
Great
was
Sage's
the
ability.
ability.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a trick
he
question.
got that away, but I'm saying the ability like Analyze.
I
No,
don't
it's
think there
Great
was
Sage
one.
that does it.
Yeah.
Oh, so Analyze isn't even an ability. It's just called Great Sage.
It's a trick question.
Well, that's why I was confused.
Okay. Next.
Self-control of the board, Mason.
Totally Rad 90s Anime for 200, please.
All right. Which famous Hollywood actor is known for voicing the character Isamu Alva Dyson in the anime Macross? Is it A, Brad Pitt, B, Christian Bale, C, Tom Cruise, or D, Bryan Cranston?
No clue, but I'm going to take a guess.
God.
I don't know. I know Bale has done voices before, and I feel like Cranston has done voices before. But Macross Plus, I'm trying to think of like a peppy younger.
Jesus.
It's Isamu Alva. I don't even know if that is like a younger character. Okay, I've made my guess.
Oh my god.
Reveal your answers.
This is insanely hard. This is a 200-point question. Wow.
I guess B.
So Mandy guesses B, Christian Bale. I'm guessing D, Bryan Cranston.
I'm also saying D because he's the least famous out of these people. So
The correct answer is D, Bryan Cranston.
all right, rock on. Finally, I scored.
And that's what's supposed to make it an easy question, is that everybody else is just super famous and have never done voice acting.
No, I could have sworn
outside of
Bale.
movies.
I could have sworn Christian Bale
Yes.
did. Yeah,
Anime
Miyazaki
voice
stuff.
acting?
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought he was in.
that's Disney voice acting.
Yeah, but it's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, guys, we have 3 more.
All right, let's get through this. Mason.
Revenge of Moe 400.
All right.
Ooh, I might have a chance on this one.
I don't know if any of you have actually seen this.
I
but
have seen this. I have seen this show. But give us the question.
Uma
Holy
Musume
shit.
Pretty Derby is an anime based on a game from Psy Games that depicts famous racehorses as girls. Which racehorse was the main character? Is it A, Silent Suzuka, B, El Condor Pasa, C, Meijiro McQueen, or D, Special Week?
Wow.
I said D for Special Week.
I'm gonna wait till Mitz guesses before I give the answer.
Oh, he's so confident. I have
I'm
no.
so
I didn't watch this
This
anime. I have no
anime
idea.
Was so much better than it had any right to be.
I'm gonna say Silence Suzuka. It has the best ring to it for a main character.
And yes,
We're going with the Special Week.
And
the
it passed
correct-
away.
Yep, the correct answer is D. Mitz, you weren't far off. Silent Suzuka is the quote-unquote main rival / secondary love interest, sort of,
Okay.
depending on how you interpret the show.
I'm not supposed to know these answers because I don't watch Melee shit.
That is very true. You're
Oh.
doing
That's why I
very
need to
well
know that.
then.
Thank you.
You got this.
All right, Mason.
You're
you have
winning
two
the moral
choices.
victory here.
Gotta win something.
I just realized what did answering that question right get me? 400 points. What did it cost me? Everything.
Everything.
That's right.
Everything.
Your dignity.
Totally Rad 90s Anime for 500.
All right. Although Yoshiyuki Tomino is known for creating the Gundam series, he is also
I
the
know.
creator of the Byston Wells saga. Which of the following anime does not belong to this saga? Is it A, Brain Powered, B, the wings of Rian, C, Garzy's wing, or D, or a battler done by?
Not a clue.
Actually, I thought I knew the answer because I didn't read which one is not one of those. Because I know Garzy's wing is part of it. Are
you supposed to be giving away incorrect answers, my friend?
What? Sorry?
Cheater face.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
I'm trying to help you guys. What's the dumbest sounding name? And what's the non-dumb? Okay, I got my guess.
Oh my god.
Okay, reveal your answers.
I'm gonna say A for brain powered.
I'm guessing A, brain powered.
I'm guessing
Garzy Wing's the only one I know is not it.
I have to catch up. I can't pick A. I'm gonna pick D, or a battler done by.
So sorry, Mitz. The correct answer is A.
No, I know it's Garzy's wing is part of it only because like last night in our Discord chat we were talking about like the worst dubs, and I linked like the YouTube link to Garzy's wing, and it said like Bison Wells Garzy's wing right before it. So
did you guys do this as a drinking game, or did you actually just review it as the trash that it?
It was a drinking game. It was a drinking game.
Okay. Yeah.
I only have one
that episode, guys.
We only have one question left in the first half of our game here.
Yes. All right. That time I got transported to an isekai for 500. You ready for this hard question? In Sword Art Online, what is the name of the beam sword Kirito uses in Gun Gale Online? Is it A, Kagemitsu G4, B, Starship Metal Estoc, C, Muramasa F9, or D, Wado Ichimonji C7?
Got my guess. I never watched past season 1.
I haven't watched 1 minute of Sword Art.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna guess C, Muramasa F9.
That's what I guessed with. I went with C, Muramasa.
I went Kagemitsu.
The correct answer is A, Kagemitsu G4. Wow, Mandy, just confident in knowing. So we're at the midway point. Would you like to read off the scores?
Yes. So the score is currently, unfortunately, I have 1,500. Mandy has 4,300, and Mason has 5,700.
Yes.
Mason, stop. We need to take him down, people.
I've got all my post-it notes ready to go. I'm trying my best not to crumple them.
I'm hoping for the category that is like old ass sports. That would be great. Okay.
Old ass sports.
Yeah, just pick the old ass anime with characters with pompadours. I'll take that. Okay.
Wait,
I really thought that was a category at first.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
no, it's not.
The categories of the second.
All right, so the second board, I forgot to change the point values, so I'm just going to double the point values for everyone, just so you guys are so it's not doubled here, or unless you guys don't want to do that, or you just want to go with whatever is here.
I think I can click twice instead of once.
Sounds good. That's what I was going to do, too.
Wait, the points count double now?
Yes, because it's double Jeopardy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Ish.
Sorry, I spend all my time watching anime, not this Western stuff. Please don't insult my intelligence.
Damn. He's too good for this shit.
Me. Mr. Spicy takes. So the categories are magical and idol girls galore, blood, sweat, tears, and sports anime production in all its facets and glories, obligatory Mobile Suit Gundam category.
Oh God.
And anime in numbers.
These categories terrify me.
These categories are terrible because I'm a big fan of the Oxford comma, and that second one could definitely use it.
They got you.
I like the Oxford comma as well. Okay, who is up?
Mandy,
I assume it's
you have control of the
Mandy.
board.
Yeah. Let's do anime and numbers for 100.
Anime numbers. Oh no, actually Mitsugi should have control of the board. He have the least amount of points. That's how it works.
Oh,
I got the Sword Art. Oh yeah, never mind.
Sorry,
that's not how Double Jeopardy works, man.
Yeah, it is.
How the tables have turned on both of us.
We'll still do anime numbers for 100.
Yeah.
How many exclamation points are in the title of Keijo? 2, 1, 8, or 7?
I know the answer to this one. Don't ask me why, but I know.
I don't. I'm gonna say 7.
I mean, it's a 50-50 shot.
I'm gonna go with D. I'm gonna go with D.
Did he read off the possible?
Yeah, 2, 1, 8, or 7.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with D, 7.
Mandy,
I did
you're
7.
also going with
Oh, I went with C, 8.
I said D for 7. I don't know.
The correct answer is C, 8. There are 8 exclamation points in the title of Keijo. Our good old fun classic sports booby and butt
I
wrestling.
knew it was either 8 or 7.
Anime.
I still haven't seen it. Yeah. The answer is excessive. It has an excessive number of exclamations.
Excessive for how many butts there are.
Yeah, exactly. Let's actually not jump around like savages. Let's go anime and numbers for 200.
All right.
Savages.
In Great Teacher Onizuka episode 15, The Great Sacrifice, how many gunshot wounds does Onizuka Sensei take the exam with? Is it 3, 4, 5, or 6?
I like how I can guess instantly because I have no knowledge, but Mitz actually has to like think about it because he has a chance.
I'm trying to remember the
taking
English.
a big fat guess.
I'm trying to remember the English dialogue from the episode because she busts in and she's like, "Where's Onizuka?" I'm gonna say A, 3.
I said C for 5.
I went with C for 5.
And Mitz is correct. It is 3.
I do know.
Nice.
I do know. I know
the
one.
board.
I know
He's
one
the one who
anime.
should have got it.
I know one
I
anime.
guess Onizuka's not that great. I mean, if he could have done it with 5, then I'd be impressed.
He gets 100. Okay. Yeah. Onizuka is the greatest. Blood, Sweat, Tears, sports anime. For 100.
That's what tears.
What is the
100?
original work? Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
All good. What is the original work Baki is based on title? God, I always read this question wrong. Yeah. Is it A, Baki the Fighter, B, Baki the Champion, C, Baki the Grappler, or D, Baki the Boxer? So what is the original work Baki based on or titled on?
What is it based on? Okay.
Yeah, what's the original title for Baki?
Wow, they're all basically the same. I'm going to go C, Baki the Grappler. That's what I know it as.
Me too.
Everybody got it correct.
Yay.
Okay. Sticking with Blood, Sweat, Tears, and sports anime for 200.
All right. In the anime Run with the Wind, which university do the characters we follow represent? Is it A, Shinsei University, B, Kofu Academy, C, Kansei University, or D, Kikui University?
I was like 100% certain when you were reading the question, and then as you listed all
now
the
you're
names, I'm like,
double-guessing?
those are all sounding pretty darn good, but I've already held up my thing, so I think I know what it is.
I'm gonna I'll go first since I picked it. I'm gonna guess, and I should know this. Just watch it. Just watch this damn show. I'm gonna go A, Shinsei University. Not really very confident.
C, Kansei University.
Kansei.
The correct answer is C, Kansei University.
All right.
Mandy, you will have control of the board.
Me?
Well, you're the only one who has. No. Yeah, I'll give you control of the board.
Yeah.
You get control of the board.
This is going to be hard because I don't think any of us know anything about Idol Girls. Let's do Idol Girls for 100.
Okay.
I've seen
This isn't Idol Girls.
one Idol show to completion. Hey, I like Idol shows, I guess, if this is Idol.
It's
Yeah, right?
magical. It's magical and Idol Girl.
Oh.
Fair enough.
In Sarazanmai, what is
hell
the
is
name of the adversaries of the Kappa? Is it A, the Sexy Police, B, the Japan Self-Defense Force,
Yes.
C, the Ottoman Empire, or D, the Otter Empire?
Oh.
Answer is A, the Sexy Police.
I mean, you're not wrong.
How can I get that wrong?
That's
Is that
actually
seriously
the
it?
Japan Sexy Defense Force. It's a
Yeah.
mix of B and A.
Okay. Okay. I can't tell if you guys are kidding or not, but because this anime is just.
So
It could
I
be
might have guessed
anything.
wrong.
I'm gonna
D
guess.
for Otter Empire.
I'm guessing C, Ottoman Empire, because
I think it's D, Otter Empire, but I'm gonna guess C and put my stakes on it
D.
because Otterman is such a good joke that I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, it is a good joke.
So, what was your answer, Mandy?
D, Otter
D,
Empire.
oh, okay. The correct answer is D, the Otter Empire. Yeah. So sorry, Mitz and.
The Sexy Police is not wrong.
No,
They
Sexy
work
Police
for
is
the
not
Otter
wrong.
Empire.
And I was okay taking that 100-point hit because I know that Ottoman Empire, someone had to come with that as a joke, and it made me laugh. So I want you to know that.
I laughed just now.
100 When you're on the top like me, you can just laugh 100 points away. Like, actually, I guess it's 200 points away. Maybe that was a poor tactical decision, but it's too late now.
We shall see. Mandy, you have control of the board.
Let's do idols again for 200.
Okay. Tuxedo Mask is not the only masked heartthrob in the Sailor Moon series.
That
What is
floozy.
the name?
I love D's answer.
What is the name of Usagi's other masked loved interest? Is it A, the Moonlight Knight, B, the Millennium, C, the Thief of Hearts, or D, Tuxedo Melvin?
I love Tuxedo Melvin so much.
It's a great name. I'm
It is
once
great.
again taking a guess, but
Damn.
I guess I got it right down.
Shit.
you guys ready?
Wow. You guys came up with some
Out of
pretty
misses.
convincing. The name. Obviously, 3 of them are wrong, but
Tuxedo
they're very, with the exception of Tuxedo.
Melvin.
With the exception of Tuxedo Melvin, the other 3 are very convincing names. Man, I'm gonna go. I have no freaking clue. I didn't even know this existed. I'm gonna go C. Thief of Hearts. Jumped out at me first.
A,
All right.
Moonlight.
So
Knight.
I'm going with A, Moonlight Knight, because like the whole Japanese lore of like the rabbit
makes sense.
and the moon, and Usagi is Japanese for rabbit. So I'm hoping that they're smart as I hope they are, and that's A.
It also has
Answer
moon. It
is
also has.
A.
It also has moon in the name. Now that I'm thinking about it.
See, you just need to be not watch Sailor Moon and be smart, and you'll get everything right, like me.
Isn't that a great reason you should start studying for the JLPT, everyone? So you'll know.
Oh
all
my
the-
goodness! If you guys don't think I'm not studying right now during the podcast,
Okay.
Mason. No,
I got it
Mandy,
right.
You have
Mandy
control.
got it right. She
You have control. of
Idols
the
for
board.
300.
All right, let's do this.
God, that bow tie is still stunning.
Glitter Force is an English adaptation of a particular series from the popular and long-running Precure Magical Girl franchise. Which of the following series is it? Is it A, Smile Precure, B, Heart Catch Precure, C, Kira Kira Precure a la mode, or
Jesus.
D, Doki Doki Precure?
I'm
God.
giving a pre-shout out to McNary in the Discord chat, who, because of talking to him yesterday, gave me the answer to this. Like, he didn't give me the answer as if it was a question, but we were talking about Glitter Force versus Avatar: The Last Airbender. And because of that, I looked up what the heck Glitter Force was and saw what it was a adaptation of.
All right,
Wow.
answers.
C.
Yeah.
I'm going with A, Smile Precure.
I'm going. I went B. Kita Kita does mean glitter, basically, but that's too obvious. I'm gonna go B.
I know
All
that's
right.
a movie. That's all I know.
The correct answer is A,
Mm.
Smile Precure. So, Mason, you have control of the board.
Oh, and all is right with the world, except I don't like having control of the board. I'm wearing a Mobile Suit Gundam t-shirt right now as we speak and know very little about Gundam, so it's time to publicly humiliate myself. Let's go obligatory Mobile Suit Gundam category for 100 points.
Oof, I'm just gonna fail all of these.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm
you
just
can
gonna
guess
write
your
down
way
random shit.
In Mobile Suit Gundam Wing, what is the name of the operation to send 5 teenage boys to Earth to fight against the Organization of the Zodiac? Or is it A, Operation Asteroid, B, Operation Meteor, C, Operation Liberty, or D, Operation Starfire?
I'm a guess.
I've got to guess too.
I
Did y'all not watch
said
Tsunami
D.
back in the day?
I never watched Gundam.
I'm guessing D. It sounds the best.
I'm guessing Operation Meteor because they're sending multiple people like meteors. I don't know.
I mean, it's
like
an
it.
interesting reasoning, and it is correct that it is
Oh
the
my
Operation Meteor.
Jeez Louise.
This is the worst.
My luck is immense.
Another way you could think about it is a meteor, a thing that like falls through space through Earth. No, I don't know.
Yeah, they
Or is
send
that a
it
meteor?
to Earth.
Yeah, so it's like a
I mean,
meteor.
asteroids do as well, but meteors usually like multiple. Nice. Let's keep it going. Obligatory Mobile Suit Gundam category, 200.
All right. Mobile Fighter G Gundam is known for its mecha from different countries. Which of the following new or Neo countries does not have a Gundam in the series? Is it A, Neo Australia, B, Neo Poland, C, Neo Holland, or D, Neo Mongolia?
Not a clue, but I'm gonna guess.
Not a clue, but I'm gonna guess.
I'm a Gundam guy, and I didn't even know the answer to this one. So let's see what's going on, folks.
These are the hard. These questions
I
are
said
so
A
hard.
for Australia because I don't know. It seemed like it stood out.
I'm guessing.
I'm guessing Holland only because, no offense to everybody in Holland, but I think it has like the least like interesting like cultural dynamic that they could pull from to like inherently like show what this Gundam is from. So that's my guess.
I said A.
Mitz?
I had an answer, and I just remembered I saw a picture once at a museum in Japan, in Kobe, that had Gundam. And there's a windmill Gundam. And windmills are in Holland, and I think that I thought it was Holland, and I'm changing my answer. I'm changing it to D, not Mongolia.
And the correct answer is A, Neo Australia.
Yeah!
Which you are correct. There is a windmill Gundam in the show that shows up.
That should be from Spain.
Windmill?
Yeah, from Don Quixote.
I should get a bonus point.
I got it. I'm getting out of this Gundam hell.
Yeah.
Let's do anime production, all its facets and glory for 100.
All right. Which of the following did Shinichiro Watanabe not work on as a director? Is it A, Kids on the Slope, B, Macross Plus, C, Space Dandy, or D, Mob Psycho?
D.
Yeah, I went with D as well.
I think it's D as well.
All right, that is correct for everybody. It is Mob Psycho. You did not work on that. Currently working on Carol and Tuesday. Currently on Netflix. Check it out. I loved it.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
Pretty darn
Next.
good from what I've seen.
Mandy, you still have control of the board.
Titles for 500. I'm just going big.
Shit.
Oh, okay.
For 500? Oh my.
500.
Oh shit. Well, it stabbed me in the foot.
What is the name of the rival idol group to Muse in the original Love Live anime? A, Aquars, B, Arise, C, Saint Snow, or D, Next Storm?
I love Saint Snow. I want to pick that.
Was this group introduced in episode 1?
Damn.
I wouldn't know.
For some reason, I have an inkling that it's this, but I've
don't
only
know the
seen
answer.
one episode of Love Live.
I'm gonna say A, Aquars. I just no
That's what
idea.
I was gonna say.
I have no reason. I just don't know the answer. So.
I said A for Aquars.
I'm going with B, A Rise, because that sounds like very
Does
rival.
it sound funny?
I've
That
heard
sounds
I don't wanna
like
pick
a
Snow,
rival.
right?
I've heard the name A Rise
Or Saint
before, but
Yeah, I feel like I've seen that.
I don't know that that's
The correct answer is A Rise.
Oh,
man.
Damn.
Aquars and Saint Snow are the main and rival groups from the sequel series, and Next Storm is a group from Wake Up Girls.
Mason's on his phone right now cheating.
maybe
He's
that's
like,
why I thought of it.
Mason, you have control of the board.
what do I need to do to? Here, let's go like this. You can see.
Make sure you're not cheating.
There's
Okay.
There's no.
Gotcha.
Now I've never
Show
been
us the
so
magic
nervous.
trick.
Anime in numbers for 300.
Okay. This is a toughie. How many Code Geass movies are there?
Jesus.
Is it A, 5, B, 10, C, 6, or D, 9?
Good lord, I didn't really realize there were this many at all. And because of that, I'm gonna guess 5. A, 5.
As it comes into focus.
And Mandy?
I think it's.
I'm gonna say C for
I think
6.
it's D9.
Jesus,
Remember-
God, 9 movies? Holy heaven!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that one.
The correct answer is D9.
Wow, that's
I wouldn't be able to tell you what those movies are. I know
Yeah.
a few of them just came out this past year. So Mason, you have control of the board.
Anime in numbers 400. We're keeping it rolling.
Counting alternate versions separately. How many different Evangelion movies have been released to date?
You know, for
A4,
someone
B6, C8, or D11.
I don't even understand the question. What does an alternate version mean?
How
like
would I
if
say
they
this without
released,
spoiling?
like if they released Star Wars Episode 4 and then re-released it with edits, like it'd be two different things.
Yeah, it'd be like Star Wars Episode 4 and then Star Wars Episode 4 Special Edition.
B6.
You know, for someone who likes Evangelion a lot more than Code Yes, I think I would have known this. I'm gonna go with C8.
6. I'm
I
going
don't
B.
need to show it.
I'm gonna say C for 8.
The correct answer is D11.
Wow.
11?
Yes.
Just
You're gonna
rattle
hate
them
this. You guys are gonna hate this, and I love this also. Death and Rebirth, Death True, Death True Squared, Revival of Evangelion, The End of Evangelion, Evangelion 1.0, Evangelion 1.01, Evangelion 1.11, Evangelion 2.0,
So stupid.
Evangelion 2.22, and Evangelion 3.0. Funimation
That is
renamed
insane.
3.33 in the US for continuity, but it's the same as 3.0.
I don't like Eva anymore. I don't
guys,
like
we
it
gotta
anymore,
speed it up.
guys. It's bad.
We gotta speed it up a little bit.
Okay.
Since nobody got it, Mason, you still control the board.
Anime numbers 500.
All right. Sazai-san, or Miss Sazai, is the world's longest running anime of all time. As of November 2015, how many episodes are there of this show? Is it between 5,000, 6,000, 6,000 and 7,000, 7,000 and 8,000, or 8,000 and 9,000?
I'm gonna take a guess.
I have no idea. I'm going C.
That's what I said.
8,000.
I'm going B. Between 6 and 7,000.
I'm guessing 7. Or sorry, C for between 7 and 8.
I gotta catch up. I can't pick the same answer. So.
The correct answer is C.
Oh my
the
God.
episode count is 7,332 episodes. It's been running since October of 1969. So that's points for Mandy and Mason. Mason, you still have control of the
gambles are not paying off.
Let's go anime production for 200.
200?
Yes, please.
In real anime production, which person is responsible for the composition of each cut of the anime by positioning the set or final animated images against the background? Is it A, production assistant, B, animation director, C, the layout director, or D, the key animator?
Beep boop 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 beep boop 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 beep boop boop beep boop 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 beep boop boop. I don't know why I'm making annoying sounds.
Cause
I've never heard of a layout director before, so which seems too obvious.
Oh, I thought that was extremely obvious, and that's why I picked it C for layout director.
I'm gonna say A.
The correct answer is C, the layout director.
So obvious. Oh my God.
Mitch, have you thought about going against your hunches? And
I just can't. I can't pick this. I can't pick the same ones as Mason and Mandy because I'm so far behind. So and plus I haven't. And to be honest with you, I haven't. I just had no idea. So yeah,
it's all good. I didn't either.
All right, next.
Let's put the final blow into magical and idol girls galore for 400.
Let's do it.
Before getting her own series, Nanoha Takemichi of the Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha series was originally a character from another series. What was it called?
Finally.
A, Lyrical Toy Box, B, Triangle Heart, C, Vivid Strike, or D, Magical Twilight?
I'm guessing Mitz knows this one.
Well, this has not been my day, but finally a question that I know the answer to for sure.
I'm guessing C, Vivid Strike, because I feel like I've heard that show before, and I haven't heard the other ones.
I'm just guessing A, because I don't know.
Magical Twilight's a hentai. The answer is B, Triangle Heart.
What?
And that is correct. Mitch gets the points.
Finally, I haven't had the board.
Vivid Strike an anime?
Magical Lyrical Nanoha Vivid is a terrible anime that might have an attack called Vivid Strike in it. I'm going back to sports. It's my only hope. Sports for 300.
All right. In Hajime no Ippo, what is the Volg's nickname? Or what is Volg's nickname? A. Sabretooth, B. Black Fang, C. Red Wolf, or D. the Bulldog?
I don't even remember Volg at all.
Wait,
wow.
which number was this? 300?
300.
Yes.
Okay.
Props to Chibi Rob in the chat, who's defending our chat by allowing the word hentai. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that.
Twitch chat is actually just a very old lady.
It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
She's offended by everything.
I think
right,
I think I recall Sabretooth from the anime, so I'm gonna go A, Sabretooth, but again,
I'm gonna say
don't
A.
remember.
Was just guessing because I don't know.
I think it's C, Red Wolf.
A.
The correct answer is C. Red Wolf.
How, Mason?
That was fun. That was fun while it lasted.
Hajime no Ippo is one of like 5 anime I've ever given a 10 out of 10 to.
Oh,
because it is
nice.
just flawless.
It is.
I didn't know.
It is fantastic.
Damn. All right, Mason, you have control of the board.
Let's keep it on sports. Blood, Sweat, Tears, and sports anime for 400.
All right. What was the name of the middle school in Kuroko no Basuke that housed the uncrowned king? Is it A, Yomi, B, Shoei, C, Komagi, or D, Teiko?
I've picked C for my guesses on like the last 6 questions, so I want to mix it up. Let's go with this one.
I'm gonna guess D, Teiko. I don't know.
D, Teiko. I do not know either.
I actually don't even remember.
Wow, surprise! Mandy doesn't know it.
Because I thought it was. Shit.
I've only seen like the like complete movie like recaps.
That's all you've seen?
Yeah.
God damn.
I
Mason.
really dislike Kuroko no Basuke.
All right, okay, all right, Mandy. We gotta hurry.
I'm gonna guess D.
The correct answer is B, Shoei.
Oh.
Wow, womp womp.
All right. Whoever had control of the board still has control of the board.
Blood, Sweat, Tears for the final one for 500. Well, not the final one in this category.
Cheer Boys
Oh
was a
Jesus.
sports anime loosely
I know
based
this one.
on a novel about a real-life men's cheerleading team called the Shockers. What was the name of the team in the anime? Was it A, Shockers, B,
Okay.
Breakers, C, Stunners, or D, Fighters?
You know,
Which
I think
one was this?
Cheer Boys.
Blood, Sweat, Tears, 500.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know, I watched this anime. I think I watched it, but I think I must have pushed it out of my mind because I can't recall anything about it, except I think the answer is B, Breakers, and I don't know why.
I'm gonna
That's
say
what I went as well. I've watched like
Oh,
3
I
episodes.
said C for Stunners. I don't know.
I have no
The
idea,
correct
but
answer is B, Breakers.
wow,
I've never seen it.
I retained something.
You're better for it.
Yeah, it was not very good, if I recall. All right, we got a few left.
Obligatory
got this.
Mobile Suit Gundam 300, please, my good sir.
Which of the following Gundam series is not real?
They're all not real. It's an anime.
Anime isn't real.
A, Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. B, Gundam Reconquista in G. C, Mobile Suit Gundam Lightning Bolt. Or D, After War Gundam X.
They all sound pretty good to me.
Ooh. I was
Yes.
about to think, but I think I'm switching it up.
I'm fairly sure I know this one.
I think it's a trick question, so I'm gonna guess C, Mobile Suit Gundam Lightning Bolt.
I said C too because I think it's called Thunderbolt.
I also believe that it's C, because the other three are definitely real.
That is correct. The answer is C, Mobile Suit Gundam Lightning Bolt. It's not real. It is called Thunderbolt.
Huzzah!
All right.
Thunderbolt is actually great,
Huzzah!
too. Thunderbolt's great. Obligatory Mobile Suit Gundam 400.
In Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, Char Aznamol goes by an alias. What is that alias? Is it A, Full Frontal, B, Quattro Vagina, C, Caspel Rem Daikun, or D, Edward Mass?
I want to just say A just because I don't know the answer. I'm saying A. I hope it's Full Frontal
It might be Full Frontal. I'm guessing C because that's all I've said this entire
because that
time.
one's hilarious. I'm just picking that.
And
I think
Eduardo
it's-
Mass is also pretty
And I've also
funny.
given up.
I'm gonna say D, Edward Mass.
You are all incorrect. The answer is B, Quattro Vegeta.
Yes.
Full Frontal isn't actually
Wow.
one he uses, and the other 3 are actual names that he has used.
Yeah, I recognize the last one. All right,
Quattro Vegeta just sounds like a knockoff like Yotaro Vegeta from our chat, so I couldn't take it serious.
Next up.
All right. Come on, Mason. Pick a
Oh,
category.
sorry. Mobile Suit Gundam 500.
All right.
Holy shit.
In Universal Century Gundam, or UC Gundam, the Minovsky-Ionesco reactor is used as the power source. What isotope is needed to power this reactor? Is it A, carbon-14, B, helium-3, C, iodine-131, or D, tritium?
Jesus.
I don't know if they're gonna go for like the exotic sounding name for the exotic sounding mechs.
I'm gonna say C, iodine 131.
I'm gonna guess B, helium-3.
A lot of
And
guessing.
Mandy?
Wait, what did you guys guess? Mason guessed B.
I guess
Maybe
C.
Let's guess C.
I'm gonna guess C.
And the correct answer is B, helium-3.
Helium is very reactive, my dudes.
Using that science knowledge. You self-control of the board, Mason.
That's how it works. Anime production for 300.
All right. What is the name of the anime all 5 girls in Shirobako dream of making together? Is it A, Jiggly Jiggly Heaven, B, Exodus, C, Third Aerial Girls Squad, or D, 7 Lucky Battle God?
It's been a while, but I think I got it.
It's been a long time.
Answers.
C.
Oh man.
But I could be wrong. I don't remember.
I think it's D. I think it's 7 Lucky Battle.
I think it's D as well.
I know Third Aerial is in it, but I can't remember if that's the one they wanted to make.
I feel like that's the show they make within the show. Like
think
the one that they make with the company.
The correct answer is D, 7 Lucky Battle Gods.
I'm catching up to you, Mandy.
Mason.
Look out. Look out below.
Oh shit.
So currently,
Oh,
currently the score is very spread apart. I have 5,300, Mandy has 8,100, and Mason dominating with 14,700.
He's really good at guessing.
We got 3 questions
I'm
left.
really good.
I'm doing a shitload of guessing.
400. Anime
Which one?
production.
Okay.
Is that? Oh, never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
Did you say 400? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, 400 for anime production.
Which movie made by Studio Ghibli did Hideaki Anno, the creator of Eva, work on as a key animator? Is it A, Grave of the Fireflies, B, Princess Mononoke, C, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, or D, My Neighbor Totoro?
Between two, I think I'm gonna go with C, Nausicaa.
That's what I said.
Okay, so I want to say C.
Upside down, though.
I wanted to pick Nausicaa because it's the oldest, and for Anno to just be a key animator, it would have to have been a long time ago. But Nausicaa is not a Studio Ghibli movie, so it is too old for that. So I'm gonna say that is. I'm gonna assume that can't be the right answer because it's not a Ghibli film, and I'm gonna say My Neighbor Totoro.
So that one would not have been my second guess.
The correct
Grave of the
answer is
Fireflies.
Grave of the Fireflies.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Mitz,
Oh.
you are correct. The
Yeah.
trick was that Nausicaa was not a Studio Ghibli film at the time.
That was tough. I
But he
wanted to.
did work on Nausicaa, right?
Yeah, he definitely had to work on Nausicaa.
He
I think
did-
he did work
the
on it,
animation
yes.
of like the god fight at the end.
He did the voice
Yeah,
work.
I was between Fireflies and Nausicaa, and I should have.
Yeah. He also did the voice work, some of the voice work in The Wind Rises, but I don't know. That was tough. I wanted to pick the oldest one, but Totoro and Grave of the Fireflies came out on the exact same day, so I was like, I didn't know which one to do. Okay.
So there's multiple left.
There's
I
two
only have
left.
one left.
Question
That's
left.
Also.
Two
I just
left.
got one.
I have one. It's anime production for 500. I think you just forgot to remove the
Oh,
anime
yeah, I did.
numbers
My
for
bad.
400.
Okay.
Gotcha.
The last one, anime production.
The last one, anime production, in all its facets and glory, for 500.
Name this anime. Famed anime authors Narita, Baccano, and Durarara, Nasu from Fate Stay Night, and Urobuchi from Madoka Magica and Psycho-Pass played a D&D campaign together, which resulted in this anime.
Wow.
Is it A, Record of Brandcrest War, B, Thunderbolt Fantasy, C, Fate Strange Fate, or D, Chaos Dragon?
Damn. The people that came up with these questions were mean.
This is a good one. I don't think it's B, because I don't know if we're calling Thunderbolt Fantasy anime, but I know Urobuchi worked on it.
He did.
Between
Ready.
A or D. I'm gonna go with D, Chaos Dragon.
Yeah, it's D.
I'm going to go with B.
Where's my thing?
All right. The correct answer is D, Chaos Dragon. So that's points for Mason and Mandy.
All right.
So I don't know if you guys want to do Final Jeopardy to like mess things around, or if we've gone too long.
No, we can do it. We should do it.
All right. So would you like to read out the current scores as I pull up the
Currently,
question?
Mason is leading with 15,700. Mandy's in second place with 9,100. And Mitsugi is in third place with 5,300.
All right. So I'm gonna send you guys the question as I read it out
Okay.
into the chat we're in. And you'll have, before we do that though, you will have a few seconds to write down how many of your points you are betting on this round. So this could be a huge reversal, or Mason could just like cheap out and like not undo pro strats, or he can go for broke. We've all seen how things can reverse in this game.
Yeah.
With betting. So please make your bets. Please write them down so that we you don't have to reveal them right away, and we can do all crazy, fun, crazy. So yes.
Do you have to bet before we see the question?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
The question.
Yeah, of course.
The category is AAA history. AAA podcast history. Okay. Oh, you don't have to show it right away, by the way. You don't have to
Oh
show
yeah.
it.
Well, I
the
showed it.
big reveal is after.
It's okay. Nobody saw it. I didn't see it. I mean, I saw it obviously.
What is
Yeah.
my current score? I don't remember.
Your current score is 9,100, and Mason's current score is 15,700.
Mason's
So
like, I'm going to
mark
bet
down
a...
in-
What do those two scores have anything to do with each other?
Mason's
Just
gonna
go-
bet
just
$1.
Bet whatever you want.
All right. So, are you guys ready for this question?
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Probably not,
Okay.
but yeah. Based on based on the way this has gone, I have to say no, but yeah, let's do it.
All right. What episode of the podcast
Oh, Jesus.
the hosts open with their own parody of the Attack on Titan opening?
I don't know.
The number?
Yes, what episode number? Whoever is closest will probably win.
Can you go over, or can you?
Is this the
I
theme
mean,
song we made?
closest
Is
proximity.
this the theme song we tried
Closest
to...
guess wins?
Yes.
Is this the theme song we tried to make that was horrible?
Yes.
We worked really hard on that too. It was terrible.
It was fun.
I can't possibly guess the number. I know exactly where and when we were when we did it.
I don't know.
I will.
I'm gonna guess 312.
That's
It
two.
is somewhere
that's
in
two.
the
Is it-
last 480 episodes.
I will say I'm going to guess episode 246. It feels about right the right time period.
Now
Mason,
watch
gonna
what did you
guess-
say?
I think I said 312.
Okay.
Mandy's
Mandy?
just gonna guess
I'm gonna
313.
204.
4.
And you're all
All right.
wrong.
Well,
I guess-
yes.
People in Twitch chat, type in hammer in your
Icy.
stuff. Put it in.
Not even Icy Rose can get this one.
Yeah, can I call Icy right now?
Can I
on
phone
the
a friend? All right, what's the answer?
The correct answer is episode 224.
Oh, so close. Oh God, I was only off by
Yes.
20.
But I think you're the closest, right?
No.
I don't know. You and
Actually-
I are both fairly close. All right, so I
I
bet.
said 204. Who? So
Oh, are we doing it by who got the closest?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
So
That's a weird way to do Final Jeopardy.
I mean,
nobody got it. You can all lose all your points if you want.
I mean, I think that's how it really works, right? That's
All
how
right,
Jeopardy
so you
works.
all lose all your points then.
I bet.
Mandy was the closest, but you all lose all your points.
I bet them
So
all.
Mitz loses.
I bet them all but one. Thank you.
So Mitz is at
I-
$1.
I did 6,000.
I bet
So Mandy's at
3,000.
Because I just want to get up to Mason.
And Mason bet 3,000.
Yeah.
Final scores.
So the final scores. Mitsuki is unfortunately in third place, but he did put up a great effort with his
That's
final
right,
score
damn
being
it.
1 point.
My memory will live on.
Then we have in second place Mandy with a strong 3,100 points. And your winner with 12,700 points, Mason.
Was that 6 figures? I believe so.
I think it's 5.
6 figures. I believe it. Make it happen. I believe 7 figures. Do I hear 8? Do I hear a Keijo exclamation number? No, not quite.
You know what? Just for you, Mason. Oh, it won't transfer the song. Okay. All right. Well, that was fun.
Thank you, listeners, so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for putting that together.
Ton of fun.
Thank you
And
for.
I believe there's a second version of these in the making with a family feud style.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Which where there's no objectively correct answer, but we need more people to fill it out so we have enough of a
That's right.
popular consensus. So if you like this topic and want to help it out in the future, definitely we'll be posting links to all that kind of stuff so you can help us out. And obviously, the biggest of thanks to me, I'm just kidding, to Andrew for hosting.
Of course.
You did a great job. Please give us your final thoughts and more shout outs where people can find you.
That's right.
This was fun. I love doing it. You guys were great contestants. I had a great time. You can find me and you can find me on Twitter at Frigimon Fanatic, like the Digimon. I post lots of silly things there. It's also my Instagram profile where I post cool gym pics of me wearing nerdy t-shirts.
Yeah.
So, and I talk about all the other things I do there. So find me there, Frigimon.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about the other stuff. I already did.
Oh.
Also,
Heck
I
yeah.
don't think Shohei housed the Uncrowned Kings. I think just Teppei was from there. It was bothering me. I was waiting till this was over. I swear that was not true.
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure it was in Rakuten.
Let's go to the news break. We got to go to the news break.
Before we go, the intro weekly trivia question is: what is the highest threat level in One Punch Man? We'll let you know soon enough.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you so much. Woo!
It was fun. I had fun.
Bye-bye.
I mean, don't go away.
Yeah, don't go away.
Listener.
Hey, all you anime addicts out there, Mitsugi is back. I wouldn't leave you too long, but it's time for some more anime news. Leading us off this time, Sada Zanmai, the recent Kunihiko Ikuhara television anime series, is getting a stage play in November. There's a lot of anime seem to get stage plays. It's going to run in theater 1010 in Tokyo on November 28th to December 1st, so not a very long runtime, and also in the Cool Park Osaka Hall on December 7th and 8th. So you can catch this for a total of what looks like about 6 days in Tokyo. I have no idea how they're going to depict all this stuff from the show, as it's a kind of a wild, interesting anime. But for those of you that haven't watched Sada Zanmai, the 11th episode block aired on Noitamina starting back on April 11th, and Crunchyroll has the series as well, streaming. If you're a fan of Ikuhara, well, he also worked on Revolutionary Girl Utena, Mawadu Penguin Drum, and lots of other stuff. So if you're a fan of his work, check out Sada Zanmai and the stage play coming out in Japan. Next up, Funimation is going to be screening the One Piece Stampede film in the US and Canada in the fall. The One Piece Stampede film marks the 20th anniversary of the anime, which is by, of course, Eiichiro Oda's manga. The story is the world's greatest exposition of the pirates, by the pirates, for the pirates, the Pirates Festival. Luffy and the rest of the Straw Hat crew receive an invitation from its host, Buena Festa, who is known as the master of festivities. They arrive to hold a venue packed with glamorous pavilions and many pirates, including the one from the worst generation. The place is electric. So if you're a fan of One Piece, you may be able to catch this film in the fall, coming out in a theater near you, so look out for that. Next up, Toonami is premiering Demon Slayer, or aka Kimetsu no Yaiba. It's going to be coming out on October 12th, adding to what is already a pretty great lineup of anime on Toonami. They're kind of crushing it over there. And it was Aniplex of America that announced back in July that this anime would be on Toonami with an English dub. So if you're a fan of Demon Slayer and you want to watch it on TV, or if you haven't seen it at all yet and you want to catch it, just get ready to watch it on October 12th on the Toonami block. And lastly, Sword Art Online Alicization Lycoris. His producer has said that the anime... Fuck, I am retarded. It's the third time in a row I fucked that up. And lastly, a little bit of news of the game of Sword Art Online Alicization Lycoris. The producer of the game said that the game will not contain a controversial sexual assault scene that was shown in the TV's anime in the 10th episode. So the anime's depiction is pretty graphic and violent, and Futami, the producer, stated that although the context around the scene is important for the plot of the anime and of the character development, they're not going to include that scene in the game. So for those of you that were upset by the showing of that scene in the anime, it will not be carried over to the game. So you can buy the game and not have to worry about having to go through that scene, I guess. This was Mitsuki, and this was your anime news break. Now, of course, time to get back to the podcast right now.
Hey guys, please go to okay, one more time. Visit jlist.net for... Oh man, that's not right. I gotta get this hosting down. If only Mitsuki Senpai was here to help.
You called, my dear Kohai?
Senpai? Wait, you can teleport?
But of course. Now, do you wish to learn the ways of directing people to countless anime goods?
Yeah, teach me the ways of letting everyone know about the amazing snack selection JList.com has to offer.
Then listen closely, my Kohai. Go to jlist.com right now for all of your anime shopping needs and all of your anime snack shopping needs.
Senpai, sugoi.
Hi, my name is Sonny Strait, voice of Krillin from Dragon Ball Z, and I'm an anime addict. Kamehameha, bitches!
And now, great moments in Anime Addicts Anonymous history.
What is your video game Mount Rushmore? I would say Mega Man. Mega Man deserves to be on this list.
Nowhere near the Mount Rushmore.
Are you serious?
I'm 100% serious.
Are you kidding?
I mean, yes, Mega Man has some great games, but who? Are you kidding me?
Dude,
Mega
you
Man
are out of your mind,
on the
man.
Mount Rushmore?
You're crazy. You're gonna put Master Chief that hasn't contributed anything to gaming, and you're gonna knock out. And you're gonna knock out Mega Man, which basically solidified Capcom as a game company.
And where are they now?
One of the biggest video game companies in the world, responsible for Resident Evil, 1,000 arcade machines.
When was the last?
Oh my god!
When was the last good Resident Evil?
I can't believe it.
Hasn't Capcom stopped making video games?
No. I would argue absolutely 100% without a doubt that Sonic the Hedgehog, who basically founded Sega himself, is more important than Master Chief.
And he fell off a cliff just like Mega Man.
But that doesn't matter. He created an entire company. Without Sega, you wouldn't have the Genesis, the Dreamcast.
What the? Who cares about the Dreamcast?
Dude,
that system was...
Dude, Sega Corp is a gigantic company that makes like half of Japan's arcades.
BCom says, where is Sega now?
Making billions and billions of yen.
In the video game industry?
Yes.
In the video game industry.
Dude, you're nuts,
What video
man.
games are they making?
They make tons of video. Dude, you're.
What video games?
You're only
what's big? What's a big
Dude,
Sega video game right now?
dude,
What's a big game?
I need you to calm down so I
you
can
a question.
talk.
I just want to know.
And now, back to the podcast.
And welcome back. I
Poor Kazuo.
cannot wait till we have a debate of that level. Grace our podcast once
Kazuo. Because I think like this last year was one of the Strongest years ever for Capcom. Yeah, they've been crushing it. Okay. And I have
left you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I have removed Andrew from our screen, but he's in our thoughts, and we love him very much. And he's giving us thumbs up. That's right. Unless you still want to be on screen, Andrew. He's like, I don't know.
I don't know. Do people still want to see my lovely love face?
Do you want to review One Punch Man?
Oh, you see?
No.
Nobody wants to.
Oh, okay.
Nobody wants to.
I love
review
the first one.
Do you know what the highest threat level is in One Punch Man? How about you answer questions for a change? Because the second I realized we had more questions to go, I got triggered and did not want to answer them. What is the highest threat level in One Punch Man?
9001?
Yeah. It's the answer is Dragon.
Dragon
is the highest threat level.
All right. Shall we do an iTunes review?
Yes, we should.
Yeah.
It's time for iTunes review.
All right.
I can do this one. This one is from Adam113. Best anime podcast. As a new anime watcher, I found that this is a great podcast to inform myself of what happens in the manga and anime world. I did not have a reliable or consistent way to get new information, and this is a great way to do so. The hosts are very entertaining and charming, which makes the podcast entertaining. I will be sure to recommend this to my other friends who might be interested. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you for that.
Adam.
Oh, and by the way, correction, God is the highest level of threat.
I was about to say, it was kind of bugging me, so I looked it up. The levels go wolf, then tiger, then demon, then dragon. Dragon being a threat to multiple cities, according to the One Punch Man wiki.
That's where I am.
Even above dragon is God.
Oh, my bad.
Threat endangering the survival of humanity in general. Though I wonder if a God threat has been in the anime yet, which I don't believe it has. So, it's If you got it, you got it.
Oh well. All right. So we do have a One Punch review, and thank you for submitting that iTunes review. We always need more. So if you haven't done it yet, go over to iTunes and make us feel happy. That'd be nice. One Punch Man season 2. The anime of One Punch Man season 2, obviously a sequel to the first One Punch Man, took a lot of shit right off the bat when it came out. They changed the studio, and right off the bat, right from the time that we were doing impressions and watching the trailers, everybody was very concerned about One Punch Man season 2 because the production values looked far lower than they were originally. Because Madhouse did the first season of One Punch Man, and JC Staff, while not being a bad studio, does like a lot of stuff, and I think that they're just stretched really thin. So, yeah. And so that was a big concern coming into this. The director is Nobuyuki Hosoya, which also
concerns Mason's show.
Yeah. So I passed this show back before I was really on the podcast when I was filling in for Kazuo. So I was kind of like, oh, would I think he would have passed the show? And I was like, I think there's interesting things to talk about why I wasn't quite feeling it. So even though I wasn't like from the get-go like, oh my goodness, this is a return to form, this is going to be great, I thought it would be an interesting discussion, which is kind of why I passed it.
Yeah, the director is Nobuyuki Hosoya, who hasn't done really any directing work before this, but he's done a lot of production work, but not really the same thing. And I'm just gonna say, I think it showed. Because I think the directing is one of the places where this anime really struggled. The directing was rough. Yeah. What were your guys' expectations? Did we even need to do a synopsis of One Punch Man season 2? It's a parody on superheroes. It's about a guy who.
This is Mason's show. Why don't you lead the discussion, Mason?
Yeah, go ahead.
We usually do.
Sure. I mean, essentially, if you for some reason know nothing about One Punch Man. This is a story about Saitama, otherwise known as Ctarl-Ctari, otherwise known as the titular One Punch Man. Essentially, he's an unsatisfied hero and he's unsatisfied with his life because he no longer faces any challenges as a hero, and this lack of a challenge provides just like nothing for him to go up against and prove his strength. So he just is searching for a threat that is capable of giving him some sort of fulfillment, and kind of how this lack of satisfaction in his work bleeds into his normal life, and how people in similar working conditions around him, those being not your typical salaryman like it's alluding to, but actual other superheroes, get their fulfillment and face their struggle. So despite being a very, I mean, it's a making fun of the shonen tropes and power levels and all that stuff, but it's very much a metaphor for how to attack life and gain appreciate it and get meaning out of it. So yeah, when I watched season 1, pretty much enjoyed it. I did not think it was as good as Mob Psycho 100, but done by the same guy. One, I really like his writing, I really like his comedy. And going into the second season, I saw the trailers, they looked terrible, and I was hearing all this negativity around it. And I actually really enjoyed the first episode where they talk with King, and we'll get into that later. But that kind of gave it a little bit of upswing for me. And then, of course, the other episodes, 2 to 3, that I did for the impression were not as strong. So I was kind of iffy on the potential. And like Mitz alluded to, there was tons of production issues with lots of different anime directors being on and off. They really didn't have the staff they needed, let alone it being just JC staff. But they had animators tied up with all other projects that they just didn't get a wrangle on. So that's kind of what I went into this review thinking.
So yeah, I love the first season of One Punch Man, and I love the manga. I read the manga watching the anime, and I was super into it. And I read a little bit past where the first season ended in the manga, but I just kind of eventually just fell off of it, because I had caught up to where it was when it was publishing, and then I don't know, I just fell off of it from buying.
I'm in the same boat. I got up to it, read a little past it, and said, yeah, I'll get to it
eventually. Yeah. And but then I saw the trailers, and I knew that there were some issues with production, which we can just briefly discuss later on. So I didn't have high expectations going into this. I wasn't as hyped for it as I was for season
1. Considering all the negativity around from One Punch Man season 2, I tend to watch these things like way after the fact. So, there have been lots of people discussing it by that point, so I expected the same as the first season of One Punch Man, which is a lot of action and some comedy. But based on what people have been saying about it, I had kind of tempered expectations. I had heard conversations from other podcasts that weren't very positive about it, and so my expectations were fairly low, I would say. But I was expecting more of the same, just not quite as shiny, I think.
Yeah,
that's how I would put it.
Polish.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll go into our spoiler-free recommendations. To me, action scenes have never been what I come to anime for. Fight scenes, chase scenes, all that kind of stuff really just doesn't do it for me. And the strength of One Punch Man, even in season 1, although it was shiny and spiffy and neat and Sakuga all over the place, one's ability to write characters that are compelling and hit home and have touch on these themes are like the strongest point. So even if the production is awful and it's marred by it, like if you can still get to the heart of those characters, I still think the show is worth watching. And even with that, even with the terrible production, they did an even worse job capturing the essence of these characters. And I felt compassion for almost none of them. None of them clicked, and I would not recommend this show.
Yeah, I think the directing in this was just tragic. I mean, it was real bad. And it's just, there's nothing about the show that really is a reason to recommend it. I mean, I guess if you're a diehard fan of One Punch Man season 1 and you just need to watch it because it's there, sure. But like, I mean, just think about it. This is an anime where there's just a ton of superheroes running around. Like, I'm sure My Hero Academia is probably way better than this. I haven't watched My Hero Academia, but I have no doubt that it's better. Crap, I even think Samurai Flamenco is better than this. So I would say,
yeah, definitely.
I would say, no, there's just no reason to watch it at all. I mean, I think there's enough fighting superhero stuff out there that's far better. Sadly. It's sad to say.
I pretty much echo all of this. I think the action season 1 was part of the selling point for me, at least. I don't know. I really enjoyed the gimmick of One Punch Man, of this, this guy who just punches everything, instantly wins. And it's kind of like that Sakamoto Desuka kind of thing, where I feel like eventually it outstays its welcome. Like, it gets old after a while. And I did read a little bit further in the manga, and I fell off of it. But I think the problem that I had with One Punch Man season 2 is that I understand what they're doing, getting to the point where, like, well, Saitama's starting to overdo his welcome, or we need to bring in some other interesting characters, and I think there's a struggle with that. It's because the most interesting thing about One Punch Man is Saitama, but I don't know. It's a really hard balance, I think, to make between bringing in interesting characters, but also keeping Saitama in the spotlight. I think it's really hard because when you have a character that overpowered, it becomes extremely predictable.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I hate saying this, but I think the animation is a big issue with season 2, and I didn't want to go,
no doubt,
looks not everything needs to look gorgeous, but I think One Punch Man does need it in order for its premise to work. And I don't recommend this one.
Gotcha. Well, I want to make 2 quick comments before we play the spoiler drop, if you don't mind, off that point. First is the way the season ends definitely indicates that a season 3 is coming.
Yeah.
So if you feel like it's going to be a part of the conversation in a couple seasons, a couple years, I don't know how long it will take, but this will resurface again. And if there's a chance that it might be good, you might, I wouldn't even say watch the show, watch like a YouTube review in like 5 minutes to get like the plot beats, because they're very bare and you really wouldn't need it to catch up. So even if season 3 comes out, I wouldn't say season 2 is a must watch. But I guess the heart of what I didn't like about this show is the gimmick of Saitama that Mandy mentioned, of him being such a great character. Like, to me, that was part of the most interesting part of the show. And you can go away from that when you introduce other interesting characters and you make this whole kaleidoscope of interesting people going against each other. But all the characters they brought in that were new were so uninteresting that whenever they jumped away from Saitama, it just felt like, why are you not showing me the most interesting part about this show? Like, there's one thing I came here for, and you're just distracting me with other stuff.
Wait, you guys think Saitama's interesting?
I think his scenes were the only ones I was like, oh yes, he's back on screen. I think if you have him on screen all the time, it gets tired and boring. Absolutely. But what they were distracting us with was so subpar that it just felt like a slog to get through those portions.
Sure. I guess
we can get more into that.
Sure.
After these spoilers. So hit that.
Hit the drop.
Spoilers are coming. Oh my god!
Right. I agree with you, Mason. I actually really like Saitama. I liked him more in season 1, and this one I felt like they were trying to push the, oh look, he's such a cocky asshole kind of joke, and I think it just overdid it to the point where it wasn't funny anymore.
It was so unfunny. It was spectacular. There was like, I know I'm jumping way ahead, but like episode 10, near the end of the series, he's playing video games against King, who is trying to, as a friend, like show him like, oh, look, at there's still challenges to face.
Yes.
And like that was one of the better chances of his development, but he just was like really irritated and like just making all these like dumb comments that were just not amusing or not clever or not cute or not anything. Like, yes, it's not typical that we see him get frustrated, which is a mix of frustrated and flustered.
I was wondering if that was an accident or intentional.
No, that wasn't. Out of all my flubs, that was intentional. But it was just so off-putting how he came across in that scene and a lot of others. And it seemed like And I think I mentioned this to Mitz earlier, but both the characters and their designs just felt like off-brand One Punch Man characters.
Except for Watchdog. Watchdog's the best.
Watchdog is great.
The best hero.
It's like if you asked your mom, like, Mom, I love One Punch Man. Please, can I have a One Punch backpack for my second grade? And she went to the store and got some like Chinese knockoff. Like that's what this whole show felt like. It just felt like it was off-brand One Punch Man, from the writing to the animation to the characters, and especially the sound, that opening song, which is easily the worst looking opening I've ever. Okay, I'm touching on everything right now. I'm sorry, but that opening was garish beyond belief.
I knew what I was getting into when I saw that, and it looked kind of like a student project. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like they were like, "Hey, we just figured out how to use Illustrator. Let's make some text."
They used Illustrator in PowerPoint and just dragged like people's names across. The color combination was hideous. The song was just like, let's try to make the first one again, but just produce it horribly and have no melody or swagger to it. It just was so unsure of itself.
I didn't think the song was that bad.
The song was just, I think, exemplified bad in how it tried to just copy the first one too much.
Well, they did throw the very obligatory one punch at the end of the song.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest thing for me with this anime that I kept thinking about was that like it was just all over the place, and the story is so petty and just, I don't want to call it pointless, but like it is. And to be honest, like I was kind of puzzled why they even made more One Punch Man, because like to me One Punch Man was always like this kind of satire about like superheroes. You know, he's this boring like bald lame guy, but he's so strong, and you know, and like they made their point in the first season. So like I don't even get why they made more of it in the first place. And I think that like my thought process was kind of supported by the fact that they did virtually nothing with this second season. It's like Saitama just like stumbles into a tournament to fight for this other guy, and because he wants to experience martial arts, he kept saying. I'm like, okay, and then it was just the most unbelievably uninteresting random tournament. And then it's like, and then meanwhile you have like the monster associations fighting the hero association, so there's like all of that going on. And then Garo is this random villain who pops up, and he wants to like kill heroes for like the most just, I don't, because he gets bullied in school or something. It's just all over the place. And I was just like, this is not really what One Punch Man was all about to begin with anymore. And I don't give a shit about this tournament. And, you know, whatever. I did like some of the characters that they threw in there that were kind of new, but other than that, like, I don't know. I just feel like the show was just all over the place. It was just a mess. So it was like a little kid scribbling on a wall with crayons. He doesn't even know what he's doing. He's just scribbling.
Damn.
I mean, I guess personally, I liked the idea of Garo.
Yeah, I like Goro too.
He's fine.
I was going to be the only one.
Yeah,
no, he's fine. No, he's fine. I mean,
he definitely had the best moments in the show. I mean, I thought episode 11 was the high mark. That was somewhat pretty well executed, pretty clever. Like the choreo and various fighting had impact. Like they looked pretty good, and we got like the small backstories of the characters and like his dramatic relationship with the kid who he's like met multiple times. Yeah. Like that was definitely a strong point. And by default, like I thought Garo was just a more interesting person than a lot of the other people we
definitely
had to deal with.
Yeah. I guess I just wish that they had made it more about Garo, because like his story, while simple, works. And then like wasting 4.5 episodes on like some tournament. What the hell was the point of the tournament? Like, I don't even understand why that's in there.
I think just because Saitama's struggling with that whole I'm so strong, but I'm bored with life kind of thing. He's trying to find some, you know, fulfillment in life. Or,
I guess.
You know, something.
I guess, but like, we got that already, didn't we? Like, didn't they already cover that, like, ad nauseum in the first season? Right? That was the whole. That was the whole point, I thought.
Taking out everybody in one hit, though.
To me, the tournament arc wasn't terrible, and I found it more interesting than the various like monsters invading with like
same.
Let's we got to show all 274 A-list and S-list
right
like heroes. That was a slog, and I think the tournament was good for that other character's development of like he's very anti-hero. He doesn't think they're worthy of it, and he kind of learned to accept them at the end when he needed them. And it's like, just because you don't need help doesn't mean that other people don't need help. Like that was very much the message of that, where just because you're doing fine in life doesn't mean that other people don't need the assistance. Like I said before, like the metaphors of this show are strong, and I like how they present it in these ways, but I don't think it needed 4 episodes to get that point across.
No. I did like
yeah.
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead. I was changing gears.
I was just gonna talk about Garo. That
Mandy, go ahead.
I liked his the conflict, because I like that he really despises heroes, because as a child he was bullied by the kids who are playing heroes. He's like, I kind of like the monsters, and and that kind of grew his whole hatred for heroes. But I think what's interesting is with the kid, we get to see he's not actually a bad guy. He's actually pretty nice. But I don't know. I think he was interesting for me.
He respects the team that's trying hard, and he's respecting the underdogs. And it just so happens that in this world, not everyone's can be Patriots fans. Some people have to like the Dolphins,
Yeah.
And,
dig deep here.
If I could have had it my way, the show would have been about. They could have had a couple episodes with Garo's backstory, where he's a kid. They could have shown some more of him in the dojo before he left, and then the show almost could have been like, if it was me doing it, it would have been a show where heroes are getting killed by some person. We don't know who it is that's killing them. There's a clearly defined motivation behind Garo, and then you get some cool fight scenes like the one we had with Metal Bat, who by the way was one of my favorite characters. Metal Bat and Garo had a pretty good fight, and then inevitably Saitama and Garo butt heads at the end, and Saitama gets his challenge, and ultimately he saves the day, so he's still the hero. But it's tighter because it's more about Garo, and we can just throw the Monster Association crap completely out, throw the tournament out, and I would have just made it about Garo. I think he actually had like a backstory that made sense and was interesting, because yeah, sure, why are the monsters always the ones getting killed? They have goals too. But we just didn't get that. Like it was just they were trying to do way too much with it, I thought, and it just didn't.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, too much is not necessarily always more is not always more, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Yeah,
and I think Mason, you touched on this, where we got that whole dialogue where King is talking to Saitama, and they're walking home. It was just before Garo tried to attack, and I do like the running joke of that every time somebody dies or gets hurt around King, they all think it's King and somebody else.
Yeah.
I did like that running joke. But
no, King is fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. He's one of my favorites in the series. But I think you touched on it earlier, where he gave Saitama all of this this big long speech and encouragement of like there's other things in life. And I hate it that Saitama at that moment was like, I don't know, he just made like a goof. Oh, that's dumb. Like none of it went inside of his head. And I was like, why? I don't know. I just hate that part.
I very much identify with like, you should be always like finding a new mountain or trying to break through a new wall. Like stagnation is the worst. Like I'm trying to learn a new language for some reason. I'm trying to just to challenge myself to constantly be better. And Saitama like kind of personified that aspect of like he had a hurdle and he got there, and now he's just not rescoped. He needs to find a new challenge, and King did a great job of trying to tell that to him, and he just was instantly dismissive of it. And it seemed like he's the hero. Like you're not supposed to do that. And of course, One Punch Man is all about like subverting tropes. And I think maybe next season I could see him finding something new like botany that he really wants to get into that would be
Botany.
super interesting. Just like the concept of his struggle and overcoming it is great, and his search for a struggle, I think, is exactly what he needs.
Yeah.
And so much of the show, like, this is the second time where like he gets the answer he's looking for and like misses it. Like he goes to the tournament to find someone strong, and literally everywhere else outside the tournament is where all the strong people are. Like, it's like, why are you just showing the most uninteresting parts of the show to me?
I like the idea of him going to a tournament and like, oh, I have to beat these people without just punching them into smithereens, you know, like into dust.
Yeah.
I like that, but they didn't run with that. That's not what happened.
I mean, the closest thing to a joke was his like having to like keep on his little like wig.
Yeah.
It was
that was
there. It was fine. I agree with Mitsugi. Middle Bat was great. I agree with Mandy that Watchdog was great. Most of the
So happy we finally got to see Watchdog fight.
There was so many heroes that they introduced, and so many of them were just whatever. There wasn't any that I was like, man, I'm glad we finally got that one.
I like Metal Bat. He was cool. I liked Bang, the old guy. He was really cool.
Yep.
He was super
But
cool.
I think we got a bit of him season 1. But yeah, Bang and his brother are great.
Yeah, they were awesome.
We barely got any Genos, and I actually really like Genos.
Genos was just in the scrap heap.
Yeah.
The entire season.
He gets his ass beaten over and over again.
He shows up, and gets torn to pieces, and then disappears.
Sorry. I will say Genos was probably the worst looking. Like, he looked the most off model.
Oh, I thought he looked
in the
beefy.
entire show. Just like there was a very like huge disconnect, and maybe that's just kind of how it is inherently. But between his like face and his body, it seemed like they animated that across so many different studios.
It was rough
with so many different filters. He just looked the worst. Not I'm saying as a Bishi. I'm saying as a character who, like, a lot of times you'll see shows where like a character doesn't fit well into like the background of it, or you're like, oh, he seems kind of out of place. He seemed
Mason
out of
doesn't
place.
like Bishi boys. This is what we're hearing.
Genos
I'm
looked
hearing
out
it
of
loud and
place.
clear.
Genos looked out of place to himself. Like his head was on like a different like background layer.
He looked in the mirror and he was like, "Who the hell?
Pretty guys, get him out of here!
Get him out of here! I don't want him."
Yeah.
I do want to say a good thing about the show. I thought they did a great job animating Saitama's boots. I thought episode
What?
I didn't even
his
notice.
boots. Like episode 9, he like bends down to like pick up the suit after the tournament, and we just really get a nice like texture on his boots and like his cape flapping. That was like the one moment where I'm like, is that art?
Animation?
Is that art? And it wasn't, but it was so much better than everything else that I was like.
Did we want to touch on why this happened with JC stuff?
I
was explaining it to us a little bit.
Go ahead. Lay it
Yeah, I
on
mean,
us.
you can.
I think basically please correct me if I'm wrong, I read through it, but I don't know if I got all of it. But I think basically what happened is that when they made One Punch Man season 1, they did not expect it to be a big hit, and so they already had season 2 lined up, and the studio, the people with Madhouse, the team went on to make Boogie Pop, so they were already full up, and then JC staff picked it up, thinking I think IC basically described as like a very quick cash grab, and then it was so popular. The season 1 ended up being so popular, like, well, fuck, what do we do now? And they just didn't have the team for it, and I think that's basically what happened there.
It's believable.
But it's unfortunate. I don't know. I still have to hold it against it though. Like, you have to.
Yeah.
I totally get that. Yeah, season 1 was phenomenal. Like, it looked phenomenal, and that's not, that kind of. I always hate like trying to compare everything to like UFO Table. Obviously not. And I don't think JC staff is a bad studio. I think they do great, slice of life shows. It's just I don't think that they had the team. One Punch Man.
I don't have a lot more to add, guys. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, I still think that the manga would be fantastic. So if you didn't like how this looks, probably read the manga.
I can imagine. Yeah. I don't have much more to add. Like there wasn't much to it. I wish Saitama had been in it more. I really think he wasn't really in there a whole lot. So, anybody have anything else? I'm trying to wrap us up because we're long. Yeah.
I know this is a really hard one.
I have like a whole paragraph of things that annoyed me,
Go
but
for
I don't think we need to go through it. I think I think I've said enough.
This was really hard for me because after I finished watching it, I think my brain just went, that was it. Because like I think Mitz also mentioned there isn't an ending, and I know we can assume that there's more because the manga is still going, but still at the end of it was not satisfying at all. It didn't leave off at a good spot where I went, okay, I'm excited for season 3 or I'm excited to go read the manga. I was just kind of like, that was it.
I kind of hope there's not more, actually. I mean, go read the manga, but I just can't see a universe where like they magically, it falls into another studio's hand who's better and they get like a ton of extra money. Like, I don't know. Usually, like as you go further and further down the timeline of show's seasons, like they don't really get better. Usually, they get worse. And so, like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to drag One Punch Man through the mud of it, personally. But there really was no ending, so it kind of needs more. But anything else, guys?
Mason.
No, we can jump into scores.
I'll go first.
I'll leave my complaints for another day.
One Punch Man season 2 was pretty disappointing. The story was rough. Like it was like I said before. It needed to be tightened up a lot. They needed a good editor is what they needed, But I guess they're just adapting source material, so not real good. I think you can skip it. Even if you're a fan of One Punch Man, you can probably skip it. Go read the manga, like Mandy said. It's probably better. And Saitama's like better.
Either version of the manga is better.
I actually think
one's version is better.
I actually think Genos is in it more than Saitama. Like I don't know. It's just like it was just weird. It didn't feel like they knew what they were doing. I'm gonna be kind of rough here. I'm gonna give it another 2 monsters killed with 1 punch out of 5.
There we go.
Which I don't like anyway. By the way, I think it's really lame when they fight a monster for like 3 episodes and then Saitama just comes in and like flicks him and they die. Like I'm not really into that, but I get that it's like the point. 2 out of 5.
Okay. I can go next.
That pause.
Yeah. I don't know. Like
I'm tormented right now.
I am tormented. I'm skimming through my notes to see if there's anything I really need to add at the last second. But I think if season 3 gets announced, I think I'd still watch it. I think I'd be cautiously optimistic. And just because I'm like not completely done with the series and I'm like, oh, there's a chance I'd watch more of this, I'm going to go on the higher end of my spectrum and give it a 0.3 punches out of 1, which makes it a 1.5.
That's the higher end?
I was between that or a 1 out of 5.
What's a 0.3? I don't think that's a score that exists, Mason.
Well, it's a 1.5. It's a 0.3.
Oh,
1.
Okay. A 1.5?
Yeah, it's a 1.5.
This is really hard for me.
Well, you don't have to worry about giving a bad score because we've already done that.
Oh, no. There's not really much else to say except I don't know. I didn't feel anything after this. And I know that, like Mitz said, that doesn't have a story. For me, honestly, all that matters is something's entertaining, but this wasn't all that entertaining for me.
No.
Like, I can get through shows. I can get through plenty of slice of life shows as long as it's entertaining. Not that this was slice of life. I'm just saying shows that don't really have like a really, in-depth story or anything. I'm fine with that. But this one, I don't know. It was really hard for me to watch. It took me all week. But I don't know if there's anything else I can add to it. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I feel for you so badly because it's difficult, like, having to watch something when it's, like, not the thing you want to be doing.
Yeah.
Like when I was playing like Astral Chain, and I was like, I maybe I would like this game, but I really have to finish like Dark Souls. Like, it's good. I just like it's not what I want to be doing right now. You had that situation, except instead of 2 really good stuff, you had to deal with the disappointment that One Punch Man is, and fit that into the masterpiece that is Hunter x Hunter. So like,
it's pretty rough.
For everyone listening, I was complaining all week, so I was like, I want to watch Hunter x Hunter bad right now.
Exactly. So to have to pry yourself away from that show to trudge through what this is.
But I'm not letting that influence.
No, of course.
You poor dear.
I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah, I was wanting to watch Hunter x Hunter.
I was debating, but I thought it was an interesting facet.
I don't really have anything else to add. I think we've mentioned everything. It's so hard. I feel like normally I take tons of notes on shows, but this one I'm like, I don't know what to say. It was boring for me. But I think you should definitely go read the manga, because I've heard a lot of people say that they enjoy the manga quite a bit, this arc in particular. So definitely go read that. And I think I'd give it 1.5.
Woo!
1.5, not Hunter x Hunter out of.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah,
Sorry,
you ain't
guys.
lying about that. All right, wow. Social media gave this a 3.
Yeah.
So.
But a 3 from all over the spectrum. We had 4s all the way down to 1s, which is very rare in the show.
Guys, we really don't have time for anything else because we're super long.
It's a good episode, though.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening through 2 long episodes in a row, perhaps.
Yeah.
Don't forget, I was going to say, give us those iTunes reviews.
Hell yeah.
Follow us on Twitch, all that good stuff. Submit your mailbags. We'll get to those one day eventually. But yeah, aapodcast.com. You can find everything from there, from our bonus content to Discord to Facebook to all that juicy stuff that we really appreciate when you guys help us out with that. Any closing comments you guys have?
Andrew's back on screen. Bye, Andrew.
Oh,
Andrew!
Shame.
He is? I don't see him on the overlay.
There he is.
Thank you for being a good host.
Don't forget to follow him as
We
well.
missed you.
Go listen to Recovery of an Anime Junkie.
Yeah, and all that other good stuff.
Catch us on Twitter. Me on Twitter. Us on Twitter. All of us.
All of us collectively.
I'm
we'll
Mandy. AAA_Mandy with an I. Sorry. Go ahead.
Mitz, where are you at? Where do they find you?
Pope Mitsugi.
Y'all already knew
come
that.
join
I'm
the church.
Yeah, and guys, we're closing in on 500, but this was the 489th,
wow.
and we'll see you guys soon enough. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye 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 bye. Bye bye.